Okay, and we live. And oh my gosh, you guys are so tiny. I should make you not tiny and put you over here in the corner.
We're little.
You're little. Hi
Schmall.
chat,
little
hi
guy.
stream.
Hi chat, hi stream.
Hi, Chat. Hi, Stream.
Hi, Jai stream.
Okay, so as the title would suggest, we are doing a PowerPoint presentation party. Good old fashioned PPPP for my birthday.
Pee-pee-pee-pee?
No, stupid PPPP. PowerPoint
PPPP.
presentation party.
Yeah, pee-pee-pee-pee.
No. There's two P's in PowerPoint.
Yeah, pee-pee-pee-pee. PowerPoint presentation party. That's 4 P's. Pee-pee-pee-pee.
Oh. I literally heard you saying 3 the whole time.
What the fuck? I was saying it like pee-pee-poo-poo, but it's just pee-pee-pee-pee.
Have gotten 4 hours. I've gotten no sleep the past several days. Let me live. Aw, thank you
Alright,
for
I'll
saying
let you
happy
live
birthday,
this
chat.
time.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Sonic the Fox. I thought he was a hedgehog. I've been lied to.
I suggest making speaker big and big when they are turn.
I don't think I can do that with Fugi. Unless I want to add, like, 4 Fugis independently.
Well, that's what I do.
Yeah, well, we do
Having
things.
4 whole Fugis independently might be a little bit tricky, but
Yeah, I'm the Lord of the Scuff,
you are the lord of the scuff.
so I'm not willing to risk it. But we have
That's fair.
decided that for our hors d'oeuvres, for our appetizer, Miss Memsy is going first, and I actually haven't even read what this says yet because I was too busy getting stream set up. So. Mems, if you would like to take us away.
Okay, so I'm starting.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone. So I'll be talking today about everything that pissed me off about Fourth Wing and romantasy in general. I am your local freak, Emily, by the way. Oh, fucking. Okay, can you see the next slide?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. My Discord went dark, so I wasn't sure.
I was literally
So,
just bitching
romantasy.
about Court of Thorns and Roses with somebody the other day.
So let's talk about some romantasy. So romantasy is a solid balance between some fantasy, some romance. Some people kind of say there's more romance than fantasy. Yeah, I think it's good. It's a pretty vague term. I think as long as you have some fantasy, some romance, you can just call it a romantasy, really. It has gained a lot of popularity in recent years, a lot of titles and such. It is also a very kind of tropey genre. People have, you can kind of narrow down what you like very specifically. If you want like an enemies to lovers, if you want like why I choose a love triangle, the fated mates, you can go hog wild. You can even categorized by like what level of spiciness you want. You know, we got like glimpses and kisses over here, all the way to explicit and plentiful. I will not go into detail about what that is.
So it's literally going from whoa, they held hands to they fucking nasty.
No, it doesn't start with hold hands. It literally starts with just look-sees.
Oh, fuck that.
They look respectfully at first, and then you get to they're the nasty.
They look respectfully at the start, and then they fuck disrespectfully and nasty by the end.
And plentifully.
And plentifully. Our bounty was fucking okay. Real quick, this Cassandra Clare chick is doing a lot of heavy lifting, it would seem.
Okay, so fucking By the way, I'm drinking wine, by the way. So if I really go off kilter, that's why. Also, there is no rhyme or reason really to this PowerPoint. It's mostly a rant. So yeah, there's a lot of different titles in romantasy. You know, some of them have gotten pretty big. And with a lot of titles getting big, you'll have a lot of copycats and, you know, so on and so forth. Things get copycatted, and then it kind of just like, in my opinion, it degrades the quality. So I stole this idea from my husband. He wanted credit, so I put that in there. So with a JPEG, you know, you save it over time, it kind of gets shittier in quality. That's kind of what's happening, I feel like, with romantasy books in general. It's just kind of like, oh shit, we need another enemies to lovers, fucking dish it out.
Give
So
the
that's
masses their slop.
yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it's a enemies to lovers slop. You got the you know, faded fae lover schlop, all kinds of schlop. So Fourth Wing is, I think, a really good example of this.
Jesus Christ.
I tried to find the least like cringy, like probably not AI generated artwork I could.
This is the least what?
This is the most generous, I feel.
My guy be looking like Cole Sprouse.
He looks like if you inflated Cole Sprouse.
Yeah, he looks like if you mixed him with Cadigan from Critical Role Campaign 4.
So we got Fourth Wing. So yeah, we got our baddies here. Can you guys see my mouse?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Your
awesome,
pointer.
So here's a very detailed summary of Fourth Wing. It's Dragon Rider War College. They go to this college to learn how to ride a dragon, and then they go off to war. We'll talk about more things as time goes on, but that's like the general like premise. So you got your female main character here. This is Violet. She is bonded to two dragons because she's super cool. So this is Tarn. He's a cool black dragon. He's like the scariest one. And then there's Andarna. She's the golden dragon, and she's super cute and awesome. I love Andarna. She's perfect. This is Zayden, the male love interest. He is basically like he's the baddie. He is a baddie. Yeah, shadow daddy. You know, the whole shtick. No, I don't get more into it. He is bonded to Sigale. She is a blue dragon. And important note, oh yeah, I should mention that Zayden has been in Dragon War College for a bit, whereas Violet is just entering.
She's a freshman.
Yeah, so Violet's a freshman and Zayden's like a senior pretty much.
Predator.
And so Violet's dragon Taryn is bonded to Sigale's to Zayden's dragon Sigale before she even like meets Taryn. They're like a whole thing already. To add to the spiciness. So
they fuck the dragon?
No, they don't fuck the
God,
dragon.
I wish! It'd probably be
there's some weird
better.
shit with that, but I'll get to it later.
It'd probably be better.
No, there's no explicit dragon fucking.
Let her speak. Let her speak.
So, fuck. Okay, so there's 3 books out right now. Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Sword just came out this year, and then there's 2 more scheduled to be released in the future. So I got here before I did not finish. I could not fucking stand it. We'll get into reasons why, but that's as far as I got, just as a disclaimer. So I won't be talking about this section really. I'll be mostly talking about like the first book and a little bit of Iron Flame. I was not strong enough. So world building. So world building in romantasies, I feel like is very hit or miss, with a lot of popular titles being very playing fast and loose, as we'll say with world building. I won't go into like the technical bits because I'll be honest, I forgot the technical bits. I don't want to look that shit up again. So we'll just go into like in some general shit. So there's a lot of lore dumping in this. And that's one of my pet peeves. Is just like fucking lore dumping. You have to read this. It's just fucking nonsense. At this point.
Is this freaking maid and butler talk?
And what?
Yeah, it's a common thing in writing where when one character, it's referred to as maid and butler writing because it's usually like the maid turns to the butler and says, "Well, butler, as you know," and then dumps lore into it, and it's like, why the fuck are you telling him if it's
so worse. So at the beginning of the book, so Violet's making her way to Dragon War College, and to get there you have to cross this parapet, right? It's like this very like narrow like bridge basically that like if you fall you basically die, and like fuck you basically. So she's crossing it and she's trying to calm herself down. She's like, okay, to what really calms me down is reciting our nation's history. I fucking almost flipped my shit immediately because that is the worst fucking way I've ever heard of to fucking just lore dump all your fucking shit. It's just talking to yourself. I rather have just like been like had it be a fucking prologue or some shit where you just like spout it out. Yeah,
you can at least Star Wars credit this shit.
So this is like the most egregious example, but there are like I believe like other like parts in there where that people just like talk
dastardly
shit. Yeah, fucking. So another thing about the lore. So this is like the most like this shit doesn't make sense thing in the book, and it's a very big point. So in the Dragon War College, you can just kill people. Like it's totally allowed. Like you won't get like in trouble for killing people.
I've decided I don't want a roommate at this college.
So I think technically the only place where you can't kill people is like in their dorms, but basically anywhere else you're allowed to kill your teammates or like your colleague or your peers. So the thing about that is this country is at war, and they have like their military's like the dragon riders are like the cool elite guys, and then they have like a regular army. So why wouldn't you just like if you get disqualified or some shit, just be like, okay, go to the army. Why are you just killing people?
Go to the normal beta army.
Why is murder allowed?
Because they're lame. They suck.
It's
like,
so cool.
Because the reason like it basically is just to create tension for Violet because she's considered like a quote unquote like kind of weak and like she hasn't been trained to be a warrior. Like her background is in like scribe like writing stuff, so she's just like totally out of her element. And so I guess authors like, yeah, I'll just try to have people fucking kill her all the fucking time. So like an example of this is during the threshing. So the threshing is when you go out and you try to like find your dragon. You go out and try to bond with the dragon. However, there's always not enough dragons for the students that are willing to bond with them. So the students will just like go out there and try to kill other students to increase their chances of bonding with the dragon.
That'd be really funny if you did all of that and then the dragons all still hated your bitch ass.
And so fucking so you go out, you just maybe get murdered, I don't know. And another and there's many instances of Violet like trying like getting almost murdered, by the way. This is just like I'm just like giving some examples. There's also this during the parapet scene, there is this guy, Jack Barlow. I don't know why I remember him so well. He's not even that like good of a character. So he is basically the bully trope archetype. He sees Violet, right? And he's like, it is on fucking sight. I'm gonna kill this bitch.
You know what? If I saw somebody fucking dancing on the parapet like that, I would try to knock them off too.
So he's like, oh, I'm gonna catch up to her and just go fucking knock her off the parrot. And so throughout the book, he's just trying to fucking murder Violet. He's hell bent on fucking murdering her. He just wants to he just wants to murder. And so it's kind of like a weed out the weak kind of like mentality. Or it's like, oh, you're not like strong enough to like fucking be a dragon rider. Fuck you. Fucking die. So wait, I got too far. Okay. So the next section is the Mary Sue / chosen one. So Violet. So okay, I don't necessarily think Violet is a Mary Sue because she does like make mistakes and such. However, she gets a lot of like cool, like awesome special shit happen to her. Which I guess is more like a chosen one. I don't fucking know. But so in the book, she gets the 2 dragons, like I mentioned, right? You usually only bond with 1 dragon. So she gets 2 dragons. Gee, Billy, your mom lets you have 2 dragons? And not only that, so okay, so a bit about dragons. So they have like a color, like they have like different colors and like different like varieties, and like some are rarer than others. Taryn is a black morning star tail dragon. He is considered like the rarest like fucking dragon, and he's also the strongest and the most baddest ass of dragons. So Violet gets him bonded with her. So and then Andarna here is a golden feather tail, and feather tails they have never been seen outside the Vale. And by the way, the Vale is like Dragonland. No one's fucking been there. They have never been outside the Vale until the threshing. So you think this is like, whoa, a huge deal right now. She just gets both these cool, awesome rare dragons, and that's that. And then she gets so when you bond with your dragon, you get like a super you get like a superpower basically. So some people have like shields, some people have like mind reading. So Violet gets, I put the section here, so Violet gets lightning powers, and people are like, oh, I never see anything like it. I don't think there's ever been lightning wielder in more than a century. Violet, there's no real reason for this. It's just like to make her more special. I don't fucking get it. Like that combined with the dragon thing, it's just kind of weird in my opinion. On top of that, she has, I should have put a picture in here. She has the fucking like silver hair at the end. I've tried to look up if there's any reasoning for this. So far, no. She's just kind of born with that. There have been internet theories online,
She's
but
born
so far,
with an ombre?
Yeah, so it's even mentioned if she cuts her hair, it'll still like the ends will turn silver.
What?
Okay.
That's not how
It's
hair
like
works.
That's weirder than the lightning
it's like a
powers
Disney
for me.
zombies thing. She's her grandmother was an alien.
Also, does the lightning have anything to do with either of the dragons, or is it like a random side effect?
So on top of all that, she's really like, she's written to be like this underdog character who's like, you know, totally like out of her element, but like with all these like cool like powers and shit combined, and also she gets like a group of friends like pretty early on that like kind of like help her out. Like she doesn't really feel like an underdog. But yeah. So next section, enemies to lovers and the Shadow Daddy.
Is that
I
different?
just threw it in my mouth.
Is that different than the guy from before?
No.
Oh, so this is Cole Sprouse?
So he's the
Yeah,
shady.
this is
He's
Cole
the shady
Sprouse.
daddy.
Okay.
So the enemies to lovers, we know enemies to lovers. You go, I'm gonna kill you, and then the other person goes, I'm gonna kill you, and then they make out. So this isn't the fault of the book, in my opinion. It's just the fault of like TikTok and advertising. It is very much like advertised as an enemies to lovers, or it's like, oh, it's an enemies to lovers. It's not fucking enemies to lovers. So in the beginning, Zayden's like, oh yeah, fuck you, Violet, I'm gonna kill you or some shit. But it's revealed later on that he saw her and he fell in love with her like immediately. That's not fucking enemies to lovers. That's just like fucking keeping your secrets, your fucking feelings secret, and not telling her like you like her. and they're like it's like throughout the book, like Violet thinks he wants to kill her because she's
Wait.
for extra context, she's the general's daughter, and like she's kind of hated for that reason. But he doesn't fucking hate her. He's not her enemy ever.
I'm
That's
sorry.
Just like, what the fuck?
Is his pet name for her Violence?
Oh yeah, fuck, I didn't get that. So in Romantici's pet names are very common. His nickname for her is Violet.
I was like, that's a whack ass typo.
Because she's like she's like very violent, so her nickname is Violet.
That's baffling.
Crazy.
Oh fuck.
It's not shorter than Violet at all.
It doesn't even matter. It's not cute.
Shit pet name. You like wake up next to your wife and you go, "Hey, Violet."
Hey,
Violence.
Hey, Violet.
hey, murderer. Like what?
Hey, murderer.
Oh, my funny
God.
little meat sack.
I got a big glimpse of that.
Is that my boy?
Why you gotta bring Shadow into this?
I think I should kill myself.
That's my guy.
Is Violet a Latina?
I'm gonna die. So the Shadow Daddy. So the Shadow Daddy archetype is, it's tall, dark, and handsome. He's broody. He has the shadow powers. He's usually morally gray. He's usually like in opposition to the female protagonist in the beginning, and then they kind of fall in love eventually. Bonus points if they can fly. So they can have like wings. so they can have like bat wings or a big one. They can turn into a bird.
The famous
in this case for in the case of Fourth Wing, they can have a dragon to fly. I don't know the reason behind this, but I guess it's just sexy when men fly.
Yeah, off a
also
bridge.
another thing, if they have tattoos, that's also another common thing. I guess it adds to the
Genetic freak in the bottom left. That's been really bothering me.
That jawline is. But it's the jawline by the little baby boy chin is crazy.
So that's a bit about the Shadow. So Zayden, he is made to fit the Shadow Daddy box. Like he's not made to. He doesn't happen to be a Shadow Daddy. He was made to be a Shadow Daddy. So because of that, his personality is just Shadow Daddy. So I tried to like think of like how to describe him, and here is what I've come up with. Beyond that, I can't really think of a way to describe him. He's just broody, serious, horny, and in love with Violet. And I think another problem with that is that to drive up the like mysterious factor of him, a lot of the book, he's just like fucking gone, and Violet's like, what the fuck, where'd he go? So there's no like time to develop his personality, really, in my opinion. There's no time to develop the relationship. So when they do get together, it's just like kind of fucking out of nowhere. Like, okay, I guess they're just doing this now. So here's like, you don't have to read all this, but so this is like the first impression Violet has of Zayden, and like the whole way like she describes him, it's like not.
Yeah, he's the most exquisite man I've ever seen. Says it all, Chief. Like,
there's no way to like tell like who he is as a person. Like it's just like him being hot. I like this part in particular where she goes, even the diagonal star that bisects his left eyebrow and marks the top corner of his cheek only makes him hotter. Flaming hot. Scorching hot.
Ew. I hate the streets. What is this?
So, and by the way, this is a one-time thing. Throughout the book, Violet's like, oh my god, fuck this guy. He wants to kill me and shit. Oh, but he's so fucking hot.
I hate.
Can I just say, living in the war college means I've seen a lot of men.
Yeah, what does that mean?
There's more men at Dragon College.
Here's another excerpt to kind of give you an idea. So Violet, her thoughts are just always like, I want to just climb him like a tree, but fuck that guy. Because she's like, I miss sex, and not just a sexual gratification either. I sense the connection or whatever. And she goes, the first thing is something I'm sure Zayden if he ever thought of me that way. But the second, he's the last person I should be craving. But less than logic.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe I can get published someday.
Dude, I don't know how the fuck this got popular. I'm so pissed off. So that brings us to Iron Flame. So Iron Flame is what broke me. So in Iron Flame, this is like just most of it summed up pretty much. So basically Zayden graduates and joins the army. Violet is still in school because she's like a year under or two under him. So they can only see each other sometimes. And by the way, so they have bonded dragons. The bonded dragons can't be separated for a long period of time, so they have to like meet up. And by the way, they're like in a situationship kind of couple thing now. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention. There's a rebellion. So Zayden is secretly part of the rebellion. And Violet's like, oh my god, I want to know more about the rebellion. I want to help her some shit. And Zayden's like, babe, no, you're a spill of beans. All your friends at school. And then Violet gets upset and they make out. Pretty much. And so rinse and repeat that several scenes over where she just visits him and she's like, oh my god, tell me about the rebellion. And Zane's like, no. And he's kind of in the right to say no because when her thoughts at school, when she's at Dragon Murder College, she's like, oh man, it's so hard not to tell my BFF about the rebellion. Oh fuck,
Yeah,
I need to tell them.
Didn't you say she's the like daughter of some general or shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm taking his side on that.
Baby, you're so sexy.
God.
Unfortunately, your father is the leader of mine enemy.
So at some point, it's just like, I can't fucking take this. Fuck this. I DNF'd it. So some honorable mentions about all of it. So that they're like minor things in the book that like they don't like make it or break it really for me. But I feel like they're still worth mentioning. There's too many goddamn name characters. Like in the book, like I get she's like probably trying to make it feel like a college full of people and trying to make you like see like how many people are dying, but it's like every like other chapter or page, it's like someone gets introduced and then they like you forget about them and then you get mentioned after a bit and you're like, who the fuck is that? Or they like die or some shit and you're like, who the fuck was that? It's like too many fucking characters and you can't remember. The dragon sex thing. So going back.
Yeah.
So Taryn and Sigale are bonded. You know, Violet's and Zayden's dragons are bonded. So when you bond with the dragon, you get like a telepathic connection to them. So you can like hear their thoughts and stuff and like, you know, communicate with them that way. So when Violet first bonds with Taryn, she's not really sure how to like fully like, you know, shield herself from like his thoughts and stuff. And I don't know why this scene exists. So Taryn starts having like crazy hot dragon sex with his mate. And feels that shit. She like feels like Taryn like getting horny, like dragon horny and shit. And she's like, oh my god, I can't block this out. I'm getting horny now because he's like super fucking horny. And I don't know why that, like, I guess it's like to show like, oh, she doesn't have full control over her power, like her links and stuff.
There's gotta be a different way
online,
to do that.
Someone made a really good point. Why does like that not happen when Taryn gets like hungry or tired? It's only when he's having crazy hot dragon sex that she feels it. It's just kind of weird. It was just fucking, I screamed at that. And fuck, I went backwards. And then the nickname,
yeah.
We went over the nickname, fucking Violence. Yeah, in romanticities, it's really common to just give the male character to give the female character a cute nickname. I don't know why she went with Violence.
Very
It's
cute.
fucking awful.
It's very demure. Very cute. Very demure.
Very demure. That's it. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, guys.
Wow, standing ovation.
Thank you.
Oh, no,
So,
clapping. You
if
made
you
me
ever
see
wa-
all that shit. No.
If you ever want to read more of me, let me know your thoughts. Anthony's clapping.
Very good.
You did great, Emily.
Thanks.
You did great.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm proud of you for having suffered this ordeal and being brave enough to share it.
Okay,
Get over
I guess
dragon.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Woo.
Hey guys, welcome to the Splatoon Yap session. Hi chat, hi stream.
The quality on that fucking background image is crazy.
Talk to me. I spent too long on this. You're gonna see. So, my name is Holly. I'm gonna talk about Splatoon today. Before we do that, why is it not going? There you go. Before we do that, I want to talk about my little honorable mentions.
Oh,
of
boy,
things that were almost here. Things that I almost talked about today instead of Splatoon.
that 9/11 art is crazy!
So we have Shadow the Hedgehog. It's a very recent hyperfixation of mine. Congratulations, Sailor, you made it to Friday. It was very impressive.
I barely did.
Well, congratulations, Sailor, you did it.
It's Saturday.
Daryl the Doggator? What the fuck is that?
Listen,
Okay.
that's my guy.
Wait, I've seen you reblog this thing before! Wait, no, I know Daryl, my beloved. I'm familiar. I've never heard him referred to as Daryl the Doggator. Only heard of him as Daryl, my beloved.
No, he's a Doggator. He's a cryptid.
Don't
He's a little guy. He's my favorite little cryptid.
I don't know
Wait,
this,
holy
and I
shit.
won't know this because you didn't do your
Sorry.
presentation on it.
Sorry, that's literally my art on the right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't found it for this.
I sat there and was like, wait, hang on. Wait, I drew that.
I thought that would be a
That was
fun
fan
little
art I
add-in.
did for Snapcube stream. That's fun. Fuck yeah. Me mention. Anyway.
Mima.
Yeah, because I thought about talking about Minecraft because I have opinions about Minecraft, but obviously I didn't go that route. Obviously, we also know the 9/11 route that almost was.
Will be dearly missed.
And I just, you know what, we won't talk about that. But we'll move on. We'll move on. So what is Splatoon? Splatoon is a third-person shooter game by Nintendo,
That is the funniest way to
where the
describe
player either
Splatoon.
takes the form of an inkling or an octoling, shown on the screen. The inklings are on the left, she's the one with the yellow hair, and octolings are on the right with the pink hair. They're humanoid races that have evolved from squids and octopuses, respectively.
Octopi.
The species can transform between their humanoid and cephalopodic forms, and the gameplay revolves around that particular feature alongside of shooting a variety of weapons that fire ink instead of real bullets because we are family friendly. This mechanic also sets it apart from your typical shooters, as it adds an underlying objective aside from getting more kills. So like in Splatoon's case, it would also add the objective of painting the floor. That's very important in Splatoon gameplay.
Ooh.
So this is the beginnings of my hyperfixation. So I started my Splatoon journey on Splatoon 2 pretty shortly after its release. I had first started playing in August of 2017, and my hyperfixation held fast and strong until December 2024, when it finally died out a smidge, not even completely. It died out a smidge because Infinity Nikki came out, and then Sonic 3 came out, and those two consumed my life instead of Splatoon. Chat, you can't judge me for my hours on Splatoon. It was a pretty hard hyperfixation.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not judging for the hours. Is that actually your display case?
Yeah, that's actually my display case.
Yeah, okay, I can judge you for that.
No, you can't judge me for that
I'm not.
either,
I'm in
Chat.
absolute admiration of that. That's incredible.
You almost
Thank
talked
you.
about something else. Look at the consumption.
Chat. I don't want to talk about my consumption. This is some.
I don't want to talk about the
it's a
affordability.
Listen, it's a collection that has grown over time. I started this in 2017. It is now 2025. I got some of this shit this year because the hyperfixation's not completely dead, like I mentioned. But yeah, that is my real case. It is behind me in real life. I took a picture of that today.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, this is the first shooter I ever fucking enjoyed. I've tried other shooters in the past, like Halo and like Resident Evil, and they're just kind of not really for me. But I really like Splatoon because it's like, oh, I don't actually need to aim and fight if I don't want to, because I can win by painting the ground. That's so dumb. So, continue. We'll go into the lore. Yes. No. So, alongside the gameplay, the world building and lore absolutely captivated me with Splatoon. That little thing that Kirby is pointing to in the background, that is a timeline I made today to put in here. The writing on the bottom is just the timeline information in case you couldn't read it from like the actual picture.
From the image
So I
compression?
Yeah, I figured. I was looking at it and I'm like, people might not be able to read that. Let me just type that out real quick.
Suspect.
So, Splatoon has given us a good amount of history throughout its 3 games and various other sources, such as the art books, which I have in my stupid display case, and dev interviews. With this information, we've learned a lot about humanity and the history of Splatoon. And we've learned that humanity and most of Earth life had gone extinct around 12,000 years before the start of the first game. Due to various factors, such as rising sea levels from global warming, World War V,
The fact that we survived 3 and 4 is crazy.
World War V is crazy.
World War 5 is crazy.
So, with World War V specifically, too, that is a piece of information that is revealed in the first Splatoon art book. And it also contributed to the global warming because some country somewhere decided to launch a nuke at Antarctica and it sped up everything.
Oh no, they
You can
released
say America.
the ice mold.
The book did not name names. Okay.
Who else? Who else could it have been?
The book was like, I'm not gonna point any fingers, but we all know who did this.
and then alongside there's just other natural disasters like volcanoes were exploding and like the flooding from global warming and shit. So there was a lot going on that contributed to the start of the end of humanity. So multiple attempts of survival were made. There was a professor who injected his cat, Judd, who you can see dancing on the screen right now.
I was gonna ask what was up with the cats and why they're not fish.
Yeah, so this professor injected his cat because he loved him so much. He injected his cat with immortality serum, cryogenically froze him, and then also cloned him.
Oh, is that why there's a little one?
Yeah, that's the little one.
Oh,
The
okay.
little one's a clone.
That's crazy. I didn't know he was Judd's clone.
Yeah, so he cloned him for 2 reasons. He cloned his cat, 1, in case he didn't survive from the immortality serum or from the cryogenic freezing. And 2, he thought like, oh, well, if my cat does survive, what if he gets lonely? Then he can just have a little clone friend.
Give him a nail friend.
This same professor who decided to save his cat instead of himself then also created an artificial intelligence to pass on humanity's knowledge in hopes that the next life forms that come across it don't make the same mistakes that humanity did. However, this backfires horribly, and he becomes the AI becomes a like actual big boss in Splatoon 2's DLC Octo expansion, and it almost destroys the world. It also turned multiple Inklings and Octolings in no, not Inklings, just Octolings. It turned multiple Octolings into zombies.
What the fuck?
Damn, okay.
Oh shit, dog.
A different attempt of survival was made when a group of scientists decided to create like an underground dome shelter thing under Mount Fuji, but they did also end up perishing after some time because years later, after a few generations go by, they forgot why they were underneath the Earth's surface, and then they tried to go back up to the Earth's surface, and they fucking killed themselves by doing that. So like they tried to launch a rocket from underground for some dumbass reason, and then it crashed into the ceiling and killed everyone. And then a different group of scientists decided to leave Earth in search for a new planet, and they created the space shuttle Arc Polaris. And in this shuttle, they brought many of Earth's species, also in cryogenic stasis. But as soon as they got to the edge of the solar system, they hit some debris, damaged the navigation system, thought, fuck, okay, we'll go back to Earth, but did not have enough fuel to make it back to Earth. And got stuck drifting in Earth's orbit for 10,000 years.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And it slowly deteriorated, like the shuttle slowly deteriorated during the time. Eventually it got pulled in by Earth's gravitational pull, and the re-entry back onto Earth at that point killed everyone that was on that space shuttle. Except for one bear.
Incredible.
So, at some point, the global water levels recede again, allowing some of the surviving animals, such as birds and insects, to flourish and expand the globe again over time. Meanwhile, the crystals from when the people who were underground tried to shoot up their rocket to get back up to the surface, when they crashed their dome, they spread a bunch of crystals everywhere, and those crystals started infusing with the sea life. And that's what caused the sea life to start evolving, and that's how we got Inklings and Octolings.
Incredible.
And now
Science
they're
is
racist to each
beautiful.
other.
So, um, and then as Inklings and Octolings start inhabiting the surface again, they release Judd from his cryostasis. And then after some time after that, the water levels start to rise again, and it forced them to fight over the remaining dry land, and that resulted in the Great Turf War and the racism. It's unknown if the flooding was global or if it was like just in that region, because there's like in the new game, the Splatlands, Inklings and Octolings never had a problem like that, so they just kind of were like always chill with one another.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah, so like they don't have like the racism problem that like Inkopolis and Inkopolis Square have, because in that region, Inkadia, that's where those regions are. So Inkadia is different from the Splatlands, and Inkadia, they had the Great Turf War, and with the Inklings winning the Great Turf War, the Octarians were forced underground to go into hiding, and everyone thought they were dead. And those who knew they weren't dead were really racist towards them. And then when Octolings finally emerge again in Splatoon 2, when they like start coming back up to the surface, Inklings are really fucking stupid. Because one of the idols, Pearl, just goes, "Oh, those guys, those aren't Octolings. They just have funny little haircuts." And all the Inklings are like, "Oh, you're so right." Those are just Inklings with funny little haircuts.
God.
So yeah, and then about 100 years after the Great Turf War, we get the beginnings of the Splatoon games. But I don't really want to go into all that story because that's annoying to go through. And I didn't write it down, and I can't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, that's the lore of everything before the first games, at least. Moving on. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Got the gameplay chat. So
It's a little
I
salmon
think-
run freak.
yeah. I think Splatoon is extremely fun to play, if that wasn't obvious enough already. I think there's a good range of options of modes for you to choose from, as I have them listed out on screen. Turf War, Tower Control, Splat Zones, Rainmaker, Clam Blitz, and Salmon Run. The last two only being available in Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3. Clam Blitz and Salmon Run did not exist in Splatoon 1. I have little descriptions of like what each of the modes are like. I mostly play Turf War and I mostly play Salmon Run because Salmon Run is my favorite little mode.
Salmon Run was a lot of fun when I played it like ages ago.
The other four I'll play occasionally, but they give me anxiety, so I don't play them very often.
Fair.
Not listed because I ran out of room and I didn't really want to bring it over to the next slide. Obviously, aside from the online multiplayer modes, there is also Table Turf, which was not online at the launch of Splatoon 3, but is online now. But I think you can only play with friends and not random strangers. Table Turf, since it's not on here, I will have to explain. It's a silly little card game they decided to add in Splatoon 3, and it's boring, and I don't really think a lot of people actually enjoy it. Hence why I forgot about it and put it in my little notes as an afterthought. And then the single player modes are also not listed on here because those are single player. And that's just the story mode, and that is where we get a good chunk of our lore. So Alongside of these gameplay modes, we do have limited time events like Splatfest, Big Run, challenges, and extra work. Which again, I put all the little silly little descriptions of like what each of those are like. Honestly, a lot of people don't like these. Don't like any of them. Challenges is actually Big Run, challenges, and extra work is all Splatoon 3 exclusive. I forgot to also add on Splatfest specific things. So like in Splatoon 2, alongside Splatfest, we got a new stage with every new Splatfest, and that was a fun little gimmick for 2. And in 3, they gave us tricolor, which sucks. I forgot to put that in there because in Splatoon 3, the Splatfest, instead of being like two different teams, like dog versus cat or whatever, it became 3 teams, and all of the stuff got really weird and stupid for some reason. And I'll get more into that later. But I know a lot of people also don't like Splatfest because it closes off all those other modes I had mentioned before. So the only thing you can do during Splatfest is play Turf War or Salmon Run. And that's it. And a lot of people don't like that. I don't care personally because I already only mostly exclusively play Turf War and Salmon Run. So it doesn't really affect me. But it does affect a lot of other players. So, moving on, gotta go into like what I really like about Splatoon. Obviously, the world building and the characters. I love fucking Shivers. She's so hot, chat. You don't understand. Chat, you don't understand. I think Shiver's so hot. Shiver's the little blue guy at the bottom, in the bottom right corner, bottom left corner. I know my directions.
You don't.
I know I was talking about fucking dragons earlier, but I'm questioning this.
Listen, it's her voice. Her voice fucking gets me. I love Shiver's voice.
Honestly, fair enough. Continue.
So, a lot of people have problems with how Splatoon does its updates. I actually really like how it does its updates for the most part, and I'll get into that later. But I do feel like that having the game update every once in a while, as it does, keeps things fresh. It keeps me engaged and wants me to like it keeps me at least wanting to like return back to the game to like experience all the new stuff they add. I like when the new weapons are released and the new maps and all this and that, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. It's like a new game again. I know a lot of people don't like it because they feel like they're just selling you an unfinished game with like little spurts of releases to make it a full game. And I can see that standpoint. I just don't really have a problem with it for the most part. I can't express it enough that it's for the most part. I don't mind it, but there is Splatoon 3 fucked up this system. So bad. But yeah, also in Splatoon 3, we got a whole lot of new customization stuff. So we got like splash tags to decorate our little names with when we appear into a lobby. And we got like fucking lockers to decorate. And we got little winning emote animations. And I think it's very fun and it's very personalized. And I like that. It was also nice with Splatoon 3 specifically, to see them like start implementing like some of the stuff that the community had been talking about for a while, like asking for us to be able to skip the news because the news goes on forever and ever and ever and nobody reads it after a certain point. um So being able to finally skip that was great. And then having Salmon Run be open 24/7 in Splatoon 3 was great, because in Splatoon 2, for some reason, they made it like not limited time, like how Splatfests and stuff are limited time, but like limited time as in like sometimes it would be open on like Monday to Tuesday, and then Wednesday to Thursday it would just be down for some reason. But now you can access it 24/7, which is great for me. And then like another big quality of life improvement that they added was like what do you call it? Oh, when you're waiting for a match to start, you can now run around the little lobby and practice shooting your gun or whatever at targets. Before, it was just like a little lame waiting screen that just showed everybody's names, and it was lame and boring. But yeah, and then we got new gameplay mechanics in Splatoon 3. We got specifically the Squid Roll and the Squid Surge, which are great, great additions to the game. So like squid rolls is like when you're like swimming through your little ink path, you can like roll out of the way like a little Dark Souls roll.
Dodge souls.
Yeah.
God knows.
Me when I'm dodging a kick.
But that was really good, and it's great for parrying and stuff, and players who are better than I am have really mastered it. I don't use it very often because I forget it exists. But when I do remember, I'm like, oh shit, this is great. And the Squid Surge is like you get to like climb up the wall a whole lot faster. It's nice. Oh yeah, and then in Salmon Run they also added this mechanic where you can throw fucking eggs, and that was the best thing they could have done. Because in Splatoon 2, you had to pick up an egg and run it all the way across the map back to the basket, and then you have to go all the way back to the other side of the map to go pick up a different egg, and then go all the way back. But now you can just throw it across the map, and that's really nice.
Oh yeah. I love throw shit.
So this is esports.
So now we have the bad.
Holly, your mind.
God said connection stable.
This is Emily with repo.
So, unfortunately, I have a lot more bad stuff to say than good. In terms of at least Splatoon 3. I do feel like that's kind of just like in our nature as humans to want to complain about something more than it is to like rave about something. I tried my best to keep it balanced, but I fucking know I didn't. So starting off strong, I hate how poorly Nintendo handled Splatoon 3. They did poor map design, lackluster update style, and just like a lot of other issues, as you can see. It felt like they were trying to make it like a cash cow, but also they couldn't because it like all the updates and stuff were free. But then also because all the updates and stuff were free, they made it feel like they didn't care about the game anymore. Like every update got worse and worse. And I don't know how they did that. So we'll start off with map designs. I think many of the maps that you play on Splatoon 3 are really small, crowded, and narrow. You'll hear the term like Tetris block and hallway like being thrown around a lot when talking to like other Splatoon players when it comes to talking about the maps. The reason that this is such a problem is that it forces players to be more competitive and fight the other team a whole lot more. And that really sucks for casual players and newer players, because at one point in this match, like, unless you are around the same skill level as the other team, and like if you are around the same skill level as the other team, you're gonna be fighting for the middle basically the whole game, which isn't that bad. But if the other team outmatches you even a little bit, it's like straight to spawn camping. It's straight to, oh, you're not allowed to leave your spawn and go out into the map. You're now trapped in spawn hell, dying over and over because these players are better than you, and they have nowhere else to go but into your spawn. In Splatoon 2, they had a lot bigger maps. It was a lot more open, so you could have more accessibility points of where to get out. It was a lot harder to be spawn camped. And on top of that, like, if you were a newer player or just like not as skilled, you could very easily avoid enemies if you so chose. That was my main playstyle in Splatoon 2. I loved being a little rat running around people and not ever fighting them and having them chase me. And it was so much fun. I can't do that in 3. I can't do that at all. It sucks. And then moving on, they added in the Splatana, and this is just me. I'm pretty sure. I know a few of my friends agree, but this is mostly a me thing. I fucking hate the Splatana. I hate the Splatana with a goddamn passion.
So is this supposed to be like a paint katana?
Yes.
Okay.
So the problem with the Splatana is that it excels in both short range and long range, and it sucks ass because of that. There is like, I cannot think of a single thing that the far drawback for this weapon. Like, you know, other long range weapons, it's like, oh, they suck at close range, so you just get up close to them and that's how you win against them. And, you know, it's shit like that. Like, I can think of like a downside for like almost every other weapon except fucking Splatana, because it's just great at everything. It outranges most weapons. It fucking... And then, like, you're like, oh, okay, it outranges me. Let me get close. Oh, uh-oh, you can't do that, because as soon as you get close, it can one-shot you.
Jesus.
And it sucks. I hate fighting against them. The best thing I can think of for a drawback is that it kind of does require a higher skill level to be good at. But, like, once you're good at it, there's no drawbacks. And, like, this fucking weapon has been in the top meta since the start of Splatoon. And it
Damn.
has not left. Other weapons fall in and out of the meta all the fucking goddamn time. But not Splatana. It's been at the top since the launch of Splatoon 3, and it's still there today.
Good lord.
So, speaking of overpowered stuff, the specials in this game were really poorly handled too. So there is either you get a really super weak special, or you get a really super strong special, and that's it. There is no in between.
There's no mid specials?
Not really.
Damn, okay.
So, like, off the top of my head, I know like the 3 most terrible specials in this game that are like basically not even worth using, like if you have it on your weapon, is Splatter Screen, Reef Slider, and Big Bubbler. And all for different reasons. I'll do Splatter Screen last because that is the worst offender of the 3. But Big Bubbler, you just get like a big shield around you and your team. It's stationary, it stays in one spot, the enemy team can destroy it. It gets destroyed by basically almost every special in the game.
Damn.
Like, one shot, gone. It's almost worthless to put it up, even. Reef Slider has such bad starting lag and ending lag for its like startup animation and ending animation that it's really easy to kill the user once they've used it. And also, it just goes in a straight line, so it's really predictable to follow the player and find where they're going to end up. And also really easy to just avoid the special entirely.
Damn.
Splatter screen! Splatter screen was when they added, like, I think around the first year of Splatoon being out. And it was so bad at first that Nintendo had to go in and fix it almost immediately after they had dropped it. Because it would give players motion sickness and headaches.
Huh?
It got banned from tournaments because of this too. So I think their thought with the splatter screen was for them to try to create like a flashbang, like how like Call of Duty and like other games like that have. Except they just executed it really poorly and in a way where it just caused players to have motion sickness and headaches. Players who had never had motion sickness and headaches while playing Splatoon before at that. So once they fix this issue, which I still think isn't even completely fixed all the way, I think some people still experience it. It's just not like the vast majority of people anymore. And like I feel so bad whenever I end up using one while I do play, because I play around with a lot of different weapons in Splatoon 3. So like whenever I do use it, I'm like, oh, I hope nobody on the enemy team gets affected by this. That would
And if they
suck.
do, fuck them.
But then on top of that, it's also just a hinder to your own team as well. So like the splatter color screen is supposed to fucking like create this big wall so the enemy team can't see you. But for some reason Nintendo decided, when we give you this big wall, you also can't see the enemy team actually.
What the fuck?
So it hinders both you and the enemy team.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
The enemy team can still shoot through it and still kill you through it if they get lucky enough, or they have like thermal ink or something on where you can like, because there's like point sensors and thermal ink and abilities that like help you see like players like from behind walls and stuff, but those are situational. So like it's actually I think the most useless special in the game, because like the best thing you can do with it is maybe throw it like up where a sniper is and try to get them to move because they can't see behind the big screen anymore. And that's all it's good for. On the other hand, we have our overpowered specials like Kraken and Triple Splashdown, which I moan and groan about almost any time I see somebody on the enemy team or even my team using it, because they feel so unbalanced and unfair and like a panic almost. Like I can't tell you how many times I've gone up to a player and I'm like, I'm gonna kill this guy, and then they're like, no you're not, let me pop my Kraken, let me pop my Triple Splashdown.
That's rude. Fuck.
So Kraken is a special that they pulled from Splatoon 1 and tweaked it a little bit in Splatoon 3, except not in a good way. It is invincible, has no drawbacks, and you're only slightly vulnerable to damage on the startup and cooldown animation. And that's it. That's its only weakness. Otherwise, you just have to run away from it and hope it doesn't catch up to you.
Whack.
It is very whack. And then Triple Splashdown is also another returning special. It returned from Splatoon 2, but in Splatoon 2, it was just the Splashdown. The Triple Splashdown gives you like 3 rings of AoE effectiveness. And in Splatoon 2, it would just give you the 1. And I understand why they gave it the other 2. Is because, like, in Splatoon 2, it started getting to be really easy to cancel out the splashdown because players were getting good at aiming at it. So they're like, to mitigate that, we'll give it 2 more. Except by doing that, they made it impossible to cancel and also practically impossible to escape. Because the AoE is just now so big and it comes down relatively fast, you don't have enough reaction time to shoot at it or get away from it.
Whack.
It is very whack. Moving on to the update cycles. They really fucked it up in Splatoon 3. In 2, it was like the updates would come once a month and it was great. In 3, they decided, we're going to do updates every 3 months instead of every month. And then we are also adding in a battle pass because we want to be like Fortnite.
I didn't know Splatoon 3 had a battle pass.
Splatoon 3 has a battle pass. And boy, does that battle pass act like it doesn't want you to play any other game or have any other life outside of Splatoon.
Jesus.
Because it is so hard to grind. Because Splatoon, after you buy it and pay for it, is then free to play other than for paying online. They can't charge for the battle pass.
True.
You have to grind it out the whole way if you want everything in the battle pass. And there's 100 levels of the battle pass.
I see the problem.
And now, I never had a problem with the battle pass myself because I did have no life. And this was my hyperfixation game. So I got everything from the battle pass easy. But like my friends and shit who wanted to play other games or had to go to college or had to go to work.
Those idiots who go to college.
They would always struggle to finish the battle pass. A lot of times they didn't even finish it. And then it also created this sense of FOMO because once the battle pass was gone, you couldn't get it anymore, at least not until 2 months later when they decided to add it to their gacha system.
Yeah.
Yay. So, yeah. And then we'll move on to the disconnections. Nintendo Online isn't always that great. I think a lot of players really like this change, but I don't. I don't like this change. In Splatoon 3, they had changed it to where if somebody disconnects at the very start of a match, the battle cancels out completely, and then you start up a new one until you find a new player. So, like, if somebody disconnects within the first minute of a match, then the game kicks everyone out, and you have to find a new match.
Right.
A lot of people like that. I don't like it because I don't want to be waiting and then get in the lobby and now I'm kicked out and now I have to wait again.
Mm-hmm.
I can see both the good and bad in it, especially with the map design as I talked earlier. Because if you have 3 players, you're at a clear disadvantage, so I guess you would just be spawn camped basically the whole fucking game. Love it. Also, it's better now, but it's still not great.
Hmm.
In the start of Splatoon 3, like the first 3 months of Splatoon 3, the disconnections were like happening every other game, so it was like extra annoying.
Jesus.
They don't happen nearly as frequently as now, but like when I do hop online and play Splatoon, occasionally still now, I will at least still counter one match where somebody disconnects,
Mm.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then as you can see, I have the little community is also bad. And we're gonna get to that right now.
No, no, Papa, they're calling me slurs in the chat.
So the community can be very hit or miss. I've made some really great and fantastic long-standing friends through this game. But on the opposite end, I've also met really terrible
You've made
people.
enemies.
I think over time, the community has just gotten worse, and it feels really evident between these last 2 games of Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3. For example, in Splatoon 2, I would see like so many posts around the plaza and just people like go out of their way to be nice and kind to very obviously new players. Like I would see being like, oh, it's Christmas time. Remember, a lot of people are going to be getting Splatoon 2. Let's be nice to them when they hop in the lobbies. And now on Splatoon 3, I see, it's Christmas time. A lot of people are going to be getting Splatoon 3. Let's crush them.
Kill them.
Let's crush them and make sure they don't ever want to play this fucking game again. On top of that, with the new competitiveness that players have adapted in Splatoon 3, I've seen a lot of people complain about the Splatfests and about Shiver winning everything. And this is the most toxic I've ever seen the fandom. In the year anniversary Splatfest, it was who would be the best leader, Shiver, Fry, or Big Man, our 3 idols of Splatoon 3.
And the truth is Big Man.
Sorry, I'm a Team Shiver truther over here. That's my wife.
Who's Big Man?
Big Man.
He's a big man.
Big Man is a guy.
Thank you,
And
Holly.
he's a manta ray. He's a manta ray. He is the first male idol of Splatoon. Here, I'll try to throw him on screen. Let me see.
Specifically, he's the one that killed Steve Irwin.
Can I put it on here? No. Wait, no. Hold on. Maybe I can.
Not in the middle of a presentation, I don't think.
Not in the middle of a presentation? That's bullshit. Well, that's fine.
No.
It's okay. I
guess
don't
we're
need to
moving
know.
Anyways, I'll go back. During that Splatfest, I had gotten so much like hate from my friends, from strangers. It was so genuinely toxic, and it made me not want to touch the game ever again. I saw posts of people being like, if you're on Team Shiver, you're racist. If you're on Team Big Man, you're sexist.
That's crazy.
You're-
It's so crazy.
If you're playing Splatoon, you're a virgin.
So
Like
Yeah,
we talked about it a couple nights ago, like ages of that. Like it is cartoon squids. It's cartoons.
people were so for real about it too. It was crazy. Like, I would see my friends be like, "Oh, we made Team Shiver disconnect mid-match because we were killing them and targeting them so hard, and we're so proud of that that we did that." I'm like, "That's crazy, guys."
Literally, the plot of Splatoon 2 being about anti-racism between the Octos and the Squid guys.
Yeah. And then in Splatoon 3, they're just like, everyone's racist, actually.
It doesn't matter what your race
God.
is. We can be racist towards anything.
So yeah,
There's a slur for anyone.
in conclusion, even though I have a lot of problems with Splatoon 3, I still love Splatoon. I love Shiver. She's really hot, chat. You don't understand.
No, I don't.
Hey, that's it. Bye, chat. Bye, stream.
No by chat, no by stream.
My
fucking
presentation.
I love a good bye chat gif. Like oh, these are incredible.
Thank you. Thank you. I almost disconnected from the call.
Good job, Holly.
Right, Kim, me or you?
Rock, paper, scissors, right now.
What? We can't do that right now. We can't.
Not with that attitude.
What?
I don't know. I mean, you're first not hypothetically, alphabetically, in the chat. So if you want to go first, and then I go, or
Sure.
Yeah, if we want Ocean's long ass extended one, and then Kim's as a snack, and then I'll round out the group.
that sounds good.
Oh, okay, we good to go?
Bottom tag.
Adam tags the.
So, Sword Art Online
The
is
tangent at
possibly
the
one of the most
top.
shit things I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna turn off my noise suppression because I'm gonna be moving around for this, and I don't want my fucking mic to suddenly stop catching me.
Mm.
So hi. My name is Ocean. You may have heard that Sword Art Online is bad, but it's become a cultural cornerstone. I think that's bullshit. Loads of things are based off it. I'm going to show you why nothing should be based on it. Oh, hang on. So, we got to do a quick summary. The only way I can describe this game is what if your 70-year-old parents who are like starting to struggle with dementia, who've never played a video game in their lives, heard from the media what a video game is. I cannot describe to you the myriad of problems about this series without giving you a run over. So let's speed run this shit.
Yes,
So
run
there's a
us
video game.
over.
It's called Sword Art Online. It's played in VR using this headset called the Nerve Gear. It's VR. It's super special, mega VR that lets you do things. You feel things sometimes. Maybe. Also, a fact that I fucking discovered while I was researching this. I say researching with gritted teeth. because I had to watch this fucking series again.
No one made you do that.
Shut up.
No one made you do that.
So apparently the Nerf gear has this thing on it called pain inhibitors, because for some reason there's a 1 to 10 scale that this VR helmet inflicts on you, and you can just turn it up and down. It also, if you take off all your equipment in the game and make your character naked, it turns on extra heightened senses. Can you see where this fucking hack author is going with this?
That's crazy.
So only 10,000 copies of Sword Art Online, the game, are sold. It sells out in seconds, apparently, because people are waiting for days outside of game stores for this. So they get into the game, and uh-oh, the big evil creator says he's locked everyone into the game. It's now a death game. If you die, if you try to log out, if someone tries to take your headset off, if you try to leave the game in any way, the fucking headset that you have on your head kills you.
Oh.
It literally zaps your brain and you die for real.
Fucking euthanasia.
Literally. So this is where we get stupid.
Oh, it's only starting now.
It's not clear yet, but this author has never played a fucking video game in his life. And it will become more apparent as we go through this shit. So to escape the video game, you have to go through the Tower of Castle Aincrad through 100 floors. And there's a boss on every floor, and it's going to be really difficult. It takes them a month to find the funny castle. Right? This is a public video game that has been beta tested and has publicly available information. Are you telling me that the fucking sweaty max level nerds wouldn't just immediately know off the top of their head where this castle is and immediately solo it in about an hour? No, because they don't. It takes them a month to find it in-game. The castle you can see on the fucking horizon at all times. It takes them a month and 2,000 people die trying to find it.
Not trying to get to it, just trying to find it.
Just trying to find it.
I hate this fucking
Crazy.
anime!
What the fuck?
This is triggering for me.
So the players start to team up to beat the boss of the first floor. In the end, there are 75 floors that they pass through. We see 3 of them.
Huh.
The first boss fight goes well. Then this little chuckle fuck here, blue hair McGee, main character McShit. Fight's going well. The boss is on a tiny bit of health, like poke him and he dies. And the boss is like, oh, get back, I've got this. Because you get a special extra bit of loot if you're the one that kills him. So we know what's happening here. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! The boss pulled out a different weapon from what he used in the beta. Oh, Leaderman! He's
Dad?
dying! But, like...
Leaderman Dad!
This is his fault. Like, this is just straight up his fault.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Mr. Main Character Katie, the most special and cool boy in the whole world, offers Mr. Leaderman a
Special
potion
K.
as he's bleeding out on the floor. If he doesn't take this potion, he will die, not just in-game, for real death.
For fucking realsies, yeah.
I don't remember his name. I don't care what his name is.
Arthur.
He refuses the potion.
What?
Actually just dies. This is an actual death game where you actually die for real if you die in the game. So this man just kills himself for no reason. There is no reason why you would refuse this potion. Actually die in real life. This man had his brain zapped. He is dead.
What a fucking idiot.
So then there's the cool anime boss girl, sexy, hot, cool, sexy character, and she comes in and deals 1 damage to the boss and kills it. Which is not as cool as you think it is if you've actually played a game. You're just basically coming up and auto-attacking this at once.
Yeah.
The rest of the people in this raid then start making up slurs for the main character because he was a beta tester. They blame him for their boss's death and start calling him things like Beater and Blackie. Beater is like a mixture of like beta test and cheater. So he's a beater.
That's so fucking lame.
They literally call him Blackie.
That's fucking crazy.
So the big, strong, cool, sexy boss girl comes in, and Mr. Curtioin just calls her Asuna, and she's like, "How did you know my name?" But because she's a stupid woman, she doesn't know that if you're partied with someone, you see their name on your HUD.
Your fucking user is right there, dude.
She has been in the death game for a month. She is one of the top 3 strongest players, and she doesn't know how the game works. No one else fucking cares. The author doesn't play games, doesn't understand how they work, and none of the characters matter, and they only exist to make Big Boy Curty sad when they die. So we're gonna skip ahead over the filler to Silica. So Kirsty goes to town and he meets a woman. Her name is Silica.
Oh, this bitch!
She has a pet dragon. I don't remember its name. I think it's like Peanut or something.
Definitely not.
It fucking dies. Ripping shit, loser. Cortana then saves her from this beast and is like, I'm gonna take you to the special floor to find an item to revive your pet. Then they do some stupid shit that just literally doesn't matter. And then an evil woman that used to be in a party with her is nasty to her. But while they're doing fucking nothing, Silica is feeling woos in her doki doki for Kirsten. Oh. Mission accomplished, item get. Fucking nothing happens on this mission.
I forget.
The mean lady is back, and she has boys.
I forget at which point
she's got boys.
Boys.
Are you gonna bring up the pseudo tentacles?
No.
Okay, I won't either then.
So you see those crystals above these people's heads that have never appeared in the game before.
Or they're Sims.
You're playing The Sims
So
suddenly.
this is basically a crime meter. If you have a green crystal above your head, you're good. And you've not hurt another player. If you got an orange one above your head, that means you hurt someone. And you're called a red player.
But they're yellow.
Yeah. They start attacking Crumpet. But oh no, he's too sexy and he's too cool and his PP is too big. They can't hurt him. He's literally regenerating health faster than they can damage him because he's fucking epic. And then after all this is done, he beats the shit out of them but doesn't kill them because he's the most special little lad to ever exist. When Silky gets home, she just wants to revive her pet and tell her stupid little pet about the day where she had her own big bro. But this episode was it was all framed as a date. Foreshadowing is a literary device. We've skipped 19 towers, floors of the tower. We haven't seen any of it. They're suddenly
Okay.
on floor 24. Asuna's like this also big girl boss who's in command of like the best guild in the world. This is the woman who didn't know where her health bar was. But she's supposedly the biggest and coolest girl ever.
She's the biggest girl.
No,
in the
sorry, she's
world.
Damblin Express again because Kitty Boy has to. Every single woman in this goddamn series just exists to want to like suck his pee. If they're not doing that, they literally do not stay around in the story at all.
Jesus.
They just disappear and are written out until the end when they all escape. Liz. Liz.
Yeah.
So this is Liz.
Yeah.
She's a blacksmith. She's got pink hair, so she's a main character. She doesn't ever like go out. She owns a shop in this world. She's just one of those players that just wants to do crafting, doesn't want to do like all the combat. So she pays people, go out, gets her the material, she makes weapons for them, cycle feeds into itself. That's just an MMO thing. Some people do that. We like Liz. When she's brought in, she's got genuinely loads of personality. All of her mannerisms are really cool. We've not kind of seen a character like her that isn't just a cardboard cutout. No, sorry, main character pheromones are too strong. When they're in the shop, Kindling, fucks up and breaks her like the best sword she's ever made because his sheer swag is too strong. Thoughts and prayer. So they both decide to go out to get materials for the most special sword ever. This one time she's going out with a customer.
You'd have to waterboard me
Why?
first. This little lamer could not get me to leave my house.
This is the only time she's gone out to go and get materials. What? Why? No, fuck you. So they go to this ice area. Fight happens. Kirsten Dunst here, Aura farms because he's the swaggiest little lad to ever exist. And then him and Liz get thrown into a hole at some point in the fight. They all fall down, and a big part of whenever he gets attacked before in the past was his health. He's got this regeneration magic PP power that like he can just regenerate health too fast so that people can't do anything to him. But when he falls down and takes a lot of damage from falling, he has to use a health potion. Why? Couldn't he just regenerate health?
His pee fell off.
That's what gives him his power.
So it turns out that this is the dragon's nest. The metal that they were looking for is like down here. But wait,
Hey, that's the base of that's not
metal.
flared.
The metal is actually dragon shit. She's touching poo poo. So he comes back. They do the fucking video game thing of stab onto the dragon and ride its back and go up and fly around on the dragon, and that's how they get out. Yay! And as they're falling through the air, she turns to him and says these words. Don't freak out, but I'm falling in love with you. They have known each other hours.
Hey, that's longer than some instances.
Then she runs off crying because when she gets back to the shop, she sees that Asuna also wants to suck him. So she literally just runs off crying.
Jesus.
And he then goes off and finds her and says, haha, the events of today impacted me a lot. Doesn't actually show that they have done. He has no character development, but he says they impacted him.
It has to mean something.
He's telling you.
So we now skip ahead to floor 74.
Make it 100 for no reason.
They get to the next boss, it's big and scary, and they run away. And while they're sat there, they do like a load of planning. And then the author's like, fuck, we're in a video game. I have to say video game things. And I'm going to pull up the script here.
Okay.
We need to have tanks in the front and keep swapping them out, just so that we can wear him down a little bit. Yeah, and it wouldn't help to have at least 10 shield users. That's the plan.
Okay.
It
That's not a
wouldn't help.
plan.
It wouldn't help.
Yeah, fuck the shield. There's already a different anime about a dude with a shield, okay?
We did that one.
So, but this boss fight that they're finally getting to is Crunk's big moment. He dual wields.
I almost read that as hemorrhoids for a minute.
So the big special moment in this entire series that they ended up wasting a lot of animation budget on is he puts a sword in each hand. No one has ever done this before in the entirety of the game. They have been in this game for 2 years. No one else in this game has ever thought to pick up one sword in one hand and then another sword in the other hand. No one for 2 years. This is both of their genuine reactions to him picking up 2 swords.
Well, look, if you notice, this guy's only holding the one.
Yeah.
So that's impossible.
But there, if you notice, there was another player that did it earlier.
Yeah, but those aren't swords. Those are like pickaxes.
Yeah, and he's not Kazama, so his PP is way smaller.
Microscopic.
So King Kojin's nearly dies in the fight. And Asuna literally goes to the guild that she's like second
A
in
leave
command.
of
and goes,
absence to where? Bitch, you're stuck!
I want... Yeah, she goes, I want to take a leave of absence. And then the boss says, yes, but on one condition. Carotid Artery has to fight him with his epic super magic power of holding 2 swords. And if he loses, they have to join his special big boy club. Asuna literally doesn't get a line in the entire... Kirito talks over her and decides everything for her.
That's
They fight,
crazy.
and Anus doesn't want him to lose because she doesn't want him to fight because she doesn't want him to lose. Not because of literally anything else, but as soon as he starts fighting, she's like, oh, but I don't want him to lose. Fucking... So he loses, and it doesn't matter because at the start of the next episode, they're in the exact same hallway, and then they go, hey, can we have some vacation time? And he says yes. So this entire thing was pointless. Didn't need to happen.
Oh, Sword Art Online.
Jesus Christ.
The fucking freak that you are.
So we then skip I think maybe in like a month and a half in the future. And after all this, these two are like all buddy, and they're hanging out and they're doing cool shit together. Why? They seem a lot closer than before. They got married off screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, they sure did, didn't they? Yeah.
And then Conkers takes his wife to a haunted forest like an abusive shitbag. There's literally no reason apart from just to scare her because he thinks it's funny. And they see this little ghost girl. Wait, no, it's not a ghost. It's just a girl. She's just white. And she's lost her memories somehow. That's not a thing that this VR headset does. But she's lost her memory. So they just have a kid. That's
Jesus
it.
Christ.
They do some, like, again, I keep skipping over shit that doesn't matter because it just doesn't matter. Like, I can tell you exactly what I'm skipping here. There's some kids, and they're getting shaken down by some fucking mooks from another guild, and then Asuna comes in and sees the biggest one, and then fucking prison rules him, stabs him, and then they all run off. That's it. That's all I'm skipping here. It doesn't fucking matter. But this woman here, I also don't remember her name because I don't care. Her boyfriend fell into some trap. They have to go to one of the towers because he fell into a trap. And Asuna and Conker's the only ones that are strong enough to do anything about it. But they say yes. A recurring thing that I've not mentioned here, because again, it matters, but it doesn't. In one of his little adventuring parties before,
I was
Kirito-
wondering if you were gonna bring this up.
Oh, I'm going to.
Oh god, okay, yeah, talk about how clitoris fucked up.
Kirito loses a party no, not just a party member, an entire party, because he's double their level and takes them to a dungeon that's his level. They all
Jesus Christ, bro.
They get fucking massacred.
Yeah, they get annihilated. Thanks, clitoris.
And then, like, he has supposed trauma about this entire series, but he never
Could have
fucking learns.
fooled me.
Literally never fucking learns. He takes Silica and Liz and now an unarmed child to the highest level dungeon possible. Trauma. He's happy about it. He's happy that his new daughter thing gets to come to the highest level tower possible.
His new daughter thing.
I'm sure she'll
So-
explain.
Out of nowhere, because, you know, it wasn't telegraphed at all that he's bringing an unarmed child to this tower, the highest level so far. A big scary monster comes up.
Me when I
And
let
then
my
when
daughter
it-
meet the Grim Reaper.
When it attacks her, a little dialogue thing pops up saying immortal object. What? What does that mean? She's part of the game.
Oh my god.
Not just an NPC, like a core part of the game. Up to this point, we've only ever seen immortal objects on, like, statues and walls and floor. Shit that, like, you just can't damage because it's a base structure of the game.
Mm.
So when the boss comes and just attacks this child that they found in the woods, she's part of the game. Like a floor.
If you game in
That's
the
the only
game, you
point-
game for real.
That's the only point of reference we have so far.
That's crazy.
She then proceeds to one-shot the boss with a giant sword.
Okay, cool.
Why? I don't fucking know.
No.
It just
Sword.
happened.
Wouldn't
We don't-
you
we
like
don't
to know, weather girl?
She
Yeah,
just,
I would.
she just spawns it. And kills the boss.
She was like unarmed this whole time, and now she's suddenly armed.
So it's exposition time.
What the fuck was
Sword
all
Art
of
Online
that?
has two AIs built in. The cardinal system, which is in charge of game balance. So fuck it. It's useless. It's not done anything. And then the other one is this fucking sassy lost child, apparently in charge of the mental health of the players, but can't do anything about it.
She's doing a fuck all job.
So we throw out the first one because it's not the fuck all, clearly. And then this, according to this super AI, these two fucking pieces of shit cardboard cutouts were the only people that had ever been happy or fallen in love while they were in the game over 2 years out of 10,000 people. They were the only people that had ever been happy.
She got disconnected from the server at some point.
Okay, calm down. Yeehaw! We're in the fucking finale. Stop fucking around. You're coming off a vacation. It's the finale. We need you to fight the 75th floor boss. And then they have this fucking conversation. So Erica's like, no, I don't want you to go. I'll be so sad if you get hurt. And then
Wife, please, don't get hurt. I
so
will be sad.
Asuna then confronts him, and does the class want to guess what she says to this? You're wrong. She says, no, what will happen if you don't come back? I'll kill myself.
Okay.
It's out of nowhere. It's literally just, well, I couldn't blame myself if I stay behind, so if you don't come back, I'll kill myself. We've known each other for 7 weeks. So there's this big fight against the 75th floor boss, and it takes literally 2
I hate
minutes.
this thing.
It takes exactly 2 minutes and 6 seconds. It's nothing.
Jesus.
And while the group is relaxing and recouping, Conclave notices that the guild leader, his name is called Heathcliff. I haven't said it because it hasn't mattered up to this point. He's
Like
not
the
doing
cat?
anything. So, I want to just specifically point this out. He's not doing anything. He's standing there, he's taken a bit of damage, but he's the main tank. That's deal. He's just standing there. He's not done anything. So he tries to go and kill him.
Huh?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
As one does.
But wait, he's an immortal object! Look! He's part of the game! Shockling twist! His logic is genuinely fucking astounding at this point. Because, like, Credit Card then just goes and goes, you're the guild leader. You're the creator of this game. Off of nothing. Literally nothing.
Ocean, I need you to make video essays.
It's like, so what, like, what is his logic? Like, how did he work this out, you know, aside from the fact that his PP is very big and
His
he's super
brain
smart
just
and
as
he's
big
super
as his
sexy?
PP.
So, he
Whoa, he has little men on
spends
his
literally, like,
shoulders.
he spends more time talking about his stupid fucking logic than he does fighting the giant 75th floor bust that's called the Reaper King. Do you think that'll be interesting? Class wanna also guess at what his epic cool one-liner is that destroys the logic and sees through the heart of reality? Class wanna guess?
You're old as balls and I hate you.
I was in high school.
You're
I
wrong.
have no recollection.
You're wrong. This is almost verbatim what he says. There's nothing more boring than watching someone else play an RPG, is there?
What the fuck?
He accused
His
this man of
logic.
squid gaming.
His
Oh my
logic
god.
is that because he needs some way to watch everything that's happening in the game, he has to play the game, because not playing the game is boring, and watching people play is boring, so he has to play because it's not boring. And then he just admits to everything. Just straight up. Like, Dan, you
Damn, I
called
guess
me out.
Cardboard had a point.
Yeah, like, you're right. I'll tell you everything.
Damn, cremation,
his
you're
logic
so
is fucking-
cool.
His logic is fucking insane. Like, if you look at it from his perspective, literally the only way this could make sense is if he goes, I'm the best player and I lost and no one's better than me. So because he beat me, he must be cheating. And because he's cheating, he must actually be the creator of the game because no one's better than me. That is literally the only way
Damn.
in the narrative that like his brain could have come to that conclusion. So then Kayaba, yeah, evil man, name of Kayaba, he wants a rematch. So he literally pulls up like the God console and goes, everyone in this room's paralyzed. I won't cheat this time. You know, for
Okay.
all that's worth. And
Okay.
if Conquerors wins, he'll let everyone go right now. Everyone will get out of Sword Art Online and they'll all be happy and free. But Heathcliff wins. No, sorry. Kayaba wins. Everyone has to keep playing and get to floor 100. They're on floor 75 and we've seen 4 floors of the tower. Candy comes in and goes, yeah, that's fine. But if I lose, have to make it so that Asuna can't kill herself. That's his actual like bargaining point.
Oh my god.
Oh, during the fight, Liz sword break. Sad.
Oh fuck.
That's it.
No, killer clowns from
Asuna-
outer space.
Then he comes in, does a big attack, and somehow Asuna fights through the paralysis and then just like dies. Like she gets up, she fucking takes the slash and then just dies in one hit. Again, this needs to be stated. This is the game where if you die, actually just die. So she's dead. She's actually dead. Fully for real. The nerve gear has zapped her brain, and now she's dead. So Candy Boy gives up and immediately dies in one hit as well. So he dies. Like he's actually just dead fully. Because that's how this game works. No. He's too special. He literally reverse rage quits the game. I'm not. So every time someone's died, this like these like crystals have appeared and they scattered off. But this one time, the crystals come and like reform. He takes Kayaba's sword that stabbed through him, goes and stabs him, and wins the fight.
Jesus Christ.
Sword Art Online is a Monty Python movie.
This is a Monty Python sketch.
So now after this, they're both alive in the Cloud Zone. Yay! He's
Ah,
that's the creator of the game. So in total, 6,147 people have survived, and now they're being logged out because they're in the Cloud Zone. And he's literally just going through and logging people out safely. And then after this, they ask him, why did he do it? Why did he set up the game? And why did he kill 3,000 people?
Almost 4,000, yeah.
And I'm going to save his answer right until the very end of this.
Incredible. I can't wait to find out.
So this is just like a very basic overview of Sword Art Online. If there's something that just wasn't relevant, I just skip.
Mm.
The problem being that this, quite frankly, trite has inspired so many things because Kirito is an aura farming little special man.
Fuck you, Crumpet.
Every single person from that just makes low effort slop came in and went, yeah, that's cool. All of our people should be like that.
Christ.
This is just a small selection. I went onto the fucking Sword Art Online Reddit.
Oh, why?
And there was
Why?
there was a thread that was just like, okay, so what animes that are like Sword Art Online could I watch? And it's just, there's so much just shit
Mm-hmm.
with the same level of nonsense story writing, bullshit misogyny because women can't have personality and they can't be in the story unless they want to suck Kirito's pee-pee. And every single one of these like has the same sort of problem. They're all some bullshit like special boy character that is cool and stands around being cool, and everyone wants to fuck them, and then their sisters want to fuck them, and it's so much of the same shit. But if I haven't convinced you, if you still think Sword Art Online's cool, I do have one more piece of evidence before I go on.
Oh, please, Shelby. I still think it's cool.
I have one more piece of evidence before I go on to what Kayabus, to his reason, his justification for killing almost 4,000 people. My one piece of evidence before I do is that Kirito did do 9/11.
Okay. Okay.
It was him the whole time.
It was him the whole time.
It was foreshadowed with the two swords and everything. Jet fuel
second
can't melt steel beams, but two swords can.
A second sword has hit the boss battle.
So we've now come to the point where I think Kayaba's answer just, it really shows everything about this goddamn shitty series. And I would like each one of you to guess what he says for this reason for why he kills 4,000 people in a death game.
Let me guess
I
what
genuinely
we're
want
wrong.
each of you to try and guess what it is.
He's a pervert.
So that's one guess.
He was bored.
He was bored.
He was hangry.
He
Okay.
was trying to find the hottest specialist, funniest little guy.
So these are all answers.
I don't know.
Instead of sharing you his reason, I'm gonna just show you the 3 lines that he says when he's asked the question, "Why did you do it?" That's a good question. It's been so long. I've forgotten the reason.
It's been 2 years, you fucking moron!
There's no fucking way.
Sword Art Online is fucking garbage. Thank you for coming to my TED.
If I stuck with a show for that long and that was the ending, I would actually kill myself. I would want the fucking I would want the nerve gear to zap my brain and break my fucking skull. He does all that and then goes,
I don't know, dude.
I forgot.
I don't know.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Well,
I
Ocean, why do you
forgot,
think you
dude.
did it?
The fuck? All that.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Your sacrifice in rewatching Sword Art Online to deliver us that is greatly appreciated. Thank you
Not
for your
by me.
sacrifice.
Yeah, I do want to say, like, when you had pulled up Solo Loser, I had actually watched Solo Loser, and I was like, the whole presentation, I'm like, oh, this is Solo Loser.
Yeah.
The only positive thing to come out of solo leveling is fucking the one video of Alex Lee giving various takes of Arise.
Yeah,
I
true.
genuinely think that's the funniest video I've ever seen in my life.
That is
Oh,
true.
also one of the titles that I put up on screen during this is all the slop that, not even all the slop that was inspired by Sword Art Online. One of them was the Japanese titles for Cory in the House.
Incredible. That's a good bit. God.
All right,
Okay,
Kim,
my turn.
Death Note.
Yippee!
Please beware, I have opinions about Death Note.
Okay. Let me know when everyone's in the stream.
I think you're good.
Okay. So, I went back and forth a lot on what I wanted my presentation to be about, and I ended up landing on the Death Note musical because it is, as I've said here, it is the almost perfect version of Death Note. There's a lot about it that, like, because Death Note has a lot of stuff that people don't love, and I think Death Note the musical cuts a lot of the stuff that people don't like and keeps a lot of the stuff that people do like. And also, they sing and stuff, and it rules, and it's great, and everyone should watch it at least once. So, quick Death Notes to start with. Death Note was the first like real anime that I watched. So it's like it has a special place to me. It's like I remember specifically but like borrowing a random selection of anime DVDs from my local library. One of them was a volume of Death Note that specifically was the one right after Light gives up his memories of the Death Note. So for the longest time, until I properly watched the show through and like discussed it with my friends, I didn't know about any of the Death Note shit. I didn't know about the Notebook. I didn't know about Kira. I didn't know about any of it. So it was like really, really fucking intriguing to me. And it continues to be so. I return to thinking about it like at least once a month. It consumes my brain, and I cannot stop. For this, I'm going to maybe mainly focusing on the 2015 production, specifically the one starring Hayato Kakizawa as Light Yagami. And touching on lyrics from both the production itself and the 2014 concept album, which was produced in New York. This will also contain spoilers for like every Death Note adaptation, including the musical, the anime, the manga, the live action movies, the good ones and the bad, and then pretty much everything except the TV drama, because I never got further than episode 2. So a rough production history on Death Note the musical. Back in 2013, there was a plan to create a Death Note musical, and it would be performed in Tokyo. So Frank Wildhorn, who at the time, I think at the time at least, he's known for The Count of Monte Cristo, he's known for Jekyll and Hyde, he's known for Bonnie and Clyde. He had never heard of Death Note until his son convinced him to take the job, and he took it. He fucking loved his time on it enough that that later led to further musical adaptations of manga with his involvement, including there was a recent Your Lie in April adaptation, which had a Broadway debut recently, or I think off-Broadway. It's one of those. He also had a hand in the Fist of the North Star musical. And there's a couple of other things as well. And some things that are also, I think, in the works. But yeah, this this guy loves to make a manga musical now. During the planned Tokyo premiere in 2014, there was a New York workshop that was kind of worked on to potentially produce an English language production, because contrary to popular belief that the show was originally made in English, it was originally produced in Japanese, and then there was the English language one came after, much like a lot of Death Note media. The English concept album was then recorded in December of 2014, which had a couple notable Broadway people around the time. Most notably, Jeremy Jordan voiced Light. It had Jared Spector as L. It's got like a couple people that Broadway folks would recognize, and kind of be surprised that they were involved in Death Note of all things. There were 8 songs released online in 2015, and as of 2024, 19 songs from the album have been released. There was then a Tokyo run from April 6th to April 29th of 2015 at the Nisei Theater. And then a Japan tour production in 2020, which was intended to act as sort of a springboard for more international productions. There was a Korean run that ran from July 11th to August 11th of the same year, 2015. There were other runs for Korea in 2017 and 2022. There was a Russian concert performance in 2021. There were 2 productions of it in Rio de Janeiro. One in 2022, which was a concert staging, and then 2024, which was a full production. And that was a Brazilian production. I think it's in Portuguese. I'm not too sure. More recently, there was the first English staging of the show, which was a concert staging at the London Palladium on August 21st and August 22nd of 2023, which was then transferred for a second run to the Lyric Theater that ran from September 7th to the 10th, also 2023. A couple choice songs here. I'm just going to play a minute or two from each one. I say a minute or two, just a minute from each one. This first one is Hurricane, which could be considered Light's I Want song. It very much sets the tone of like Light first using the Death Note and realizing, oh, I know what I can use this for. I know what I can do with this. So I'm just going to play that. Oh, shit. Don't. Okay.
Did I hear correctly? Did it really happen? Was it simply done by writing down his name? Killing indirectly, pen and ink and paper. Writing is the gun, I only have to aim. Could this be the hour? Unimagined power, waiting to devour who I say. The hardest rains, the coldest winds are waiting for the hurricane. The human stains and all their sins blown away. The earth.
So that's Light's song. And actually also really quickly. No. Sorry, I'm really quickly going to stop screen sharing so I can make sure that I've got this correct. Because I think I've got the order of these incorrect. That's my bad. I scrambled to make this.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. So this is supposed to. Where the fuck is it? Let's. Sorry, they were supposed to play at specific times, but they're not doing that. Okay. That's okay. That one's set correctly. That one's also set correctly. That one's set correctly. Okay. So it's just Hurricane and Honor Bound are not set correctly. Okay. So all the others are going to be fine. Those are just going to be a little bit out of it. But I'm just going to make sure these are going to play in the correct order as well. E. Okay. So the next one. And that one. And then that one. Okay. Okay. Oops. Slideshow. Okay, sorry. Sorry. That first one was Hurricane. That was Lights I Want song. It's really good. It's very cool. But it touches on like Light realizing, oh, I can use this for kind of this, use this to kind of fill the hole I've been feeling from like the lack of what he considers to be justice in the world. You know, the very typical Light Yagami stuff, except he sings it. This next song is Kira, which is sung by Ryuk when Light first meets him, and Ryuk is like, "Oh, congratulations! You're like doing this. That's cool, I guess."
Shinigami sit and gamble all day long. It isn't right, it isn't wrong, for there really isn't very much to do. So now and then we spy on you. Humans are such funny creatures, always thinking you're so smart. So we look down from our bleachers while you tear things apart. Except for Kira, Kira, your brand new name, the masses cheering. Kira, don't know he's like Yagami, playing his dangerous game. The more things change, they say that, the more they stay the same. You think you're making changes, but the only thing you can change is your name.
So that's Ryuk's song. It's another very much like a mocking of Light. And it's like, oh, you're funny. You think that you're like, you think you're on the same level as a Shinigami. I see. I understand. Okay, loser shit. But anyway, I'm gonna celebrate you anyway because I think it's funny. Then this next song is Stalemate, which is a duet between Light and L. That happens shortly after. I think it's around the time of Act 2. Where it does happen after the beginning of Act 2. And it's around the time that L enrolls in Light's college, and first introduces himself as Hideki Ryuga, which you'll hear Light say that he's like, that's obviously a fake name.
His name is obviously fake, so he inoculates himself from me. He's waiting for my first mistake, so I'll wait also, but more patiently. Just like two actors on a stage, go through the motions that we both rehearsed. Our little new atomic age. Eyeball to eyeball, we'll see who blinks first. All or nothing, so let's get to it. This time stalemate, but just you wait. Clock is ticking, so let's just do it. No taboos, light the fuse, win or lose, this is it. I know you're gonna love my
I should have stopped there. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, Stalemate's very much like one of the many duets that Light and Elle have in the whole show. The show very much like squares in on them, and the conflict between them, where pretty much every song Elle sings is about Light and about Kira. This next song is Honor Bound, which is a song that's sung by Soichiro, Light's dad. And it's kind of his lament of like, Elle is so focused on catching Kira that he may lose himself in it. And he's so convinced that Kira is my son, and that's a truth that I cannot face. Wait, no, hang on. This is Mortals and... Sorry. This is Mortals and Fools, actually. I've got fucked up the order. So this is Mortals and
I'm
Fools.
going to kill
which
you
is-
myself.
So this is Mortals and Fools, which is a duet between Rem and Misa, where Rem has just told Misa about the deal for the Shinigami eyes, and essentially, like, argues back and forth with her of like, you don't want to take this deal, and your obsession with Kira is going to be your destruction. And yeah, it's like Misa insisting, no, I'm gonna meet Kira. I'm gonna be able to thank him and everything. I love Kira. And Rem's just like, no, girl. But yeah. No, stop! Fuck. There we go.
What I feel is so real that it sets my poor heart racing. Something you'll never know, though you live 1,000 years. Half a life is the deal to discover who you're chasing. Half a life, even so, worth it all if he appears. Try as you might, you will not understand it. Love is for mortals and fools. Never turns out quite the way that you planned it. Love makes you break all the rules. Love can make
So this next song is Honor Bound. Which again, Soichiro's lament, like, Elle's taking this too far. Light is not Kira. That's not a truth I can face.
Any grounds for Elle's suspicion surely lie with me. I must catch this monster Kira so the world will see. My son is exactly who he seems to be. Honor bound and bound by honesty. Accusations, innuendo, theories full of cracks. Timelines and coincidences can't replace hard facts. But if what I'm seeing bends as light refracts, Am I blinded to what my sunlight?
So Honor Bound has a lot of really cool wordplay in the English, at least in the English concept album version, where it very much plays with like the fact that Light's name is Light and says like speaks of light as in the actual light itself. And I think that's really cool. So this next one, this last one is Borrowed Time, which is a song that Misa sings when she has been taken captive by Elle and the investigation team. And basically, like, sings to them, "You're not getting anything from me." Like, this is not... You're not getting anything from me. I'm, like... Whatever you do to me doesn't matter because I'm already dead. Don't stop. Fuck. God damn it. Here we go. Okay.
You can try to trick me into what you're seeking. Give me drugs to make me start to crack and weaken. You can tell me lies and you can blind my eyes and you can do your best to do your worst to get in my head. I will hold on longer than you. Oh, so tie me up and try to break me. You can never change my heart. I'd rather die than let you make me betray him. The years roll on with or without me. I'm already gone 'cause I'm living on borrowed time. I'm cheating death with every breath and every song and every sigh. 'Cause every day that I don't die is borrowed time.
Yeah, so there's that. The Japanese version of that was sung in the Tokyo production very much kind of changes that. It changes the context and lyrics of it. Well, the context is the same, but the lyrics change a little bit, where instead of like lamenting that like they can do what they want to her because her life doesn't mean anything now, it kind of changes it to her life means more than theirs because of the fact that she's devoted her life to loving Kira. And it's very much verbatim. The lyrics are, the worth of a life is determined by how much you love, which is a fine change, I think. But the original lyrics lend a certain sort of self-awareness to Misa that I really enjoy. So we're going to go to the next slide, which is the cast. So this is specifically, again, the cast of the 2015 Tokyo production, the original production. Really quick note here is that this guy, Kenji Urai, which we are not going to mention here, he and Hayato Kakizawa shared the role of Light in the original run. But Kakizawa is my preferred Light personally, so we're not going to touch on Kenji today, even though I do really enjoy his performance. So yeah. Hayato Kakizawa as Light Yagami. His performance of Light is very, like, it feels very grounded. Like, this is kind of like a guy who, like, he's got that boyish charm that I feel a lot of the way people think about Light Yagami is missing from that. Like, it's like he's got this kind of, like, you know, his face is very soft. He's like, the faces he kind of makes are very like charming and nice. Like he definitely has that energy that I feel Light Yagami should have, at the very least toward most people. Like he should very much have that outward appearance of like, this is just a charming, nice young man. But of course, as the show goes on, Light gets more and more deranged, more and more obsessed with creating this new world that he wants to create. And I think Kakuzawa handles that really, really well and balances the like the honor student, the absolute fucking sociopath, and the absolute lunatic side of Light Yagami that I really enjoy that. Special mention, Jeremy Jordan also played Light in the 2015 concept album, as mentioned before. Teppei Koike as L. His performance is also like he very much embodies L's kind of aloofness. He's very like what's the word I'm looking for? It's his I'm doing a little Jeff Goldblum dance to try to figure it out. His quirks, his body language and everything, he gets the movement of L down pat, and does not compromise it as well, especially in his vocal performance. Like in his vocals, you would not, if you just heard them raw, you would not be able to tell that this man is like hunching the entire time. To be able to be like hunched over like L is and still deliver the type of powerhouse voice that he does is incredible. It's really, really good. They also give L a little jacket in the thing, so it's fun. It's a nice little wardrobe change, and I actually really enjoy this addition to his wardrobe. Another special mention, Jared Spector was the singing voice of L in the 2015 concept album. Next up, we've got Kotaro Yoshida as Ryuk, my absolute fucking goat. This is Ryuk to me. He plays him with a sort of like energy and a sort of like a sense of like jovial childishness that again I really enjoy. He's got this kind of weird uncle energy, and again also balances the kind of cold and unfeeling god vibe that like you need to have for Ryuk sometimes. Kotaro also in his performance, there's specifically a bit where he also plays to the audience a lot as well. Like there are a couple times where Ryuk directly addresses the audience or will like do like a funny bit toward the audience. Like he is very much like he's like Puck in A Midsummer Night's Dream. He very much is like the narrator, the kind of scene setter sort of thing for the entire show. His energy is incredible. Another note is that Eric Anderson was the singing voice for Ryuk in the 2015 concept album. Then we move on. We have Fuka Yuruki as Misa Amane. Her performance of Misa is incredible. Like, it's genuinely so good. It's very easy to, like, play Misa as, like, airheaded and kind of not a lot behind the eyes. But Fuka plays her with this kind of, like, with this very nice idle energy. that I feel is needed for Misa, but also like in her sinister moments, in her moments of like asserting herself as the second Kira, like she does a great job. She's incredible. And yeah, her and specifically her and Rem's actress play off each other really, really well. Another note is that Adrienne Warren was the singing voice for Misa in the 2015 New York concept album. Adrienne also delivers a like fantastic vocal performance as Misa as well. And the kind of I think it's definitely intentional in a way that like Misa's solo song has a very like it has an almost Destiny's Child kind of vibe to it, and I think that's very much intentional, especially with Adrienne playing her. Next up, we have Megami Hamada as Rem. She's the absolute highlight of the show.
This is true.
She's my absolute fucking goat. Her voice is very classical. It's so like, what's the word for it? It's like, it's so full. Her vibrato is incredible. It's like, her low notes are so good. Her high notes are so good. Everything about her performance is so good, and you feel for Rem so much in this show. Like Death Note the musical would not be Death Note the musical without Rem, and especially I don't think the show would have been as successful if they'd not had Megami Hamada as Rem. Another note is that Carrie Manopolis, Monolithus was Rem in the 2015 concept album. And then we have Takeshi Kaga as Soichiro Yagami. Very notably reprising his role from the live action movies, the original ones, the Japanese ones. He returned to play this role in the original run of the musical. And something that some folks might not know is that Takeshi Kaga is an extremely, extremely notable musical performer and actor in Japan. He's done like so much theater there. He specifically also was involved in the one of the anniversary performances of Les Mis. And I believe, I think if I'm remembering correctly, he was among the actors for Jean Valjean that performed "Bring Him Home" together with several other alums of Jean Valjean. But yeah, he's really fucking cool. He was also the main guy in Iron Chef. If anyone's ever watched Iron Chef, but he's Chairman Kaga. And he rules. He's great. His performance is so good. Takeshi Kaga as Soichiro Yagami is like, because he's played this role before, he's got such like a naturalness to him. His performance is very like, he knows what he's doing. He's like, he's not fucking around. He's there to deliver a performance and act. And he does it. He does a really, really good job. And Michael Lanning was Soichiro in the 2015 concept album. And then finally, we have Ame Maeshima as Sayu Yagami. More recently, she was actually the voice of Ibuki in D4DJ. She is not in the show very much. She's kind of there to be sort of the normal person in there. She's there to kind of like provide someone else for Light to interact with, and someone else to like give a perspective on Light that we wouldn't otherwise get from other characters. Her song, "We All Need a Hero."
I'm so
is-
sorry. You said she voices. I did not realize until just now that she voices one of my favorite anime characters of all fucking time. That's crazy. She voices Aya Maruyama from Bandori.
Oh,
And I only know
Yeah,
that
she's-
because she's Ibuki's voice actress. That's crazy.
So yeah, she's got a career in like a cool, fun singing career outside of the show. And yeah, her performance is nice. It's good. Like, there's not a lot to say about her specifically because, again, Sayu's not really in the show very much, but her involvement in there, I feel if you cut Sayu out of the show, then you kind of lose an element there. Like the manga and the anime and everything, Sayu has a slightly bigger role. But even so, again, the show, she's still very much an essential part in the show. But yeah, her first song, "We All Need a Hero," is sung about Light, as like she looks up to her big brother so much. And it kind of gives another perspective of like Light Yagami as this like very nice, charming young man. And then in one of my favorite parts of the show, while Sayu is singing that song, Misa appears on stage and then she sings the exact same lyrics but about Kira. And that bit still fucking kills me. It's incredible. Laura Osnes was Sayu in the 2015 concept album also. So, given all of this and what usually gets adapted in Death Note, most people adapt up until up until L's death or a little bit after that. I know the TV drama goes a little bit further than that, but doesn't go too far into the show, into the full story. The movies, the live action movies, go toward about up until L's death in like a sort of semi-adaptation of the manga's events. Death Note the musical, notably, is the shortest adaptation, trying to fit everything into about 2.5 hours, and only covers the first 4 volumes, which you'd think would kind of be like not great. So what are you going to cover in 4 volumes? If you're just adapting those, what are you missing? But I think this rules. For several reasons. I think it helps with keeping a clear focus. The pacing's really good. And it kind of keeps the core concept of godlike power being given to mortal men and how that affects the world around them. But in doing so also reduces the cast and also slightly narrows the scope, even though the stakes are still worldwide. Like Kira is still a worldwide thing that happens, but because you kind of reduce down everything to just Light, L, Soichiro, the investigation team, and Misa and the Shinigami, it focuses in. It's like, this is about Light and L, this is about Rem and Misa, this is about Ryuk, this is about Soichiro. It's really, really good in that way. It also doesn't overload the audience with Death Note's rules. I know that in the original show and everything, the rules are like gradually introduced. But in this, the rules are brought up when they're relevant and never again. So there's no memory shit that Light plays with. There's no we don't get Weddy and Ibar. We don't get a couple other things, but it goes up until volume 4 and then stops there, and ends in a really, really cool way, which I'll get to in a second. But also, I feel like the shorter focus and like the shorter adapting a smaller amount of it and stopping it where it does kind of emphasizes the monotony that Ryuk felt, and kind of goes and kind of makes him go like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. Whereas manga and anime Ryuk kind of sticks around, like after Light becomes L and everything. But in this, Ryuk very much goes, okay, I'm done with this now. I'm good. And it's incredible. So let's talk about Law Light. They're incredible in this show. The way that Kakizawa and Koeki play off each other is incredible. It's so good. They share the most duets in the entire show. And for half of them, they're not even in the same room. And their last duet, Playing His Game, takes place at the tennis match, the famous tennis match, and is wonderfully performed. It's incredibly staged, and that is kind of the culmination of their entire dynamic and their entire relationship up to that point. And the way that they end the show, because I'm gonna go into that in just a sec. The way they end the show is really, really good, and again plays into them really, really well. And which also ties into this too is Yuri. I will now yap about the women in Death Note the musical. So, Misa and Rem. Number one, they're so fucking good. They're so good. Rem is introduced as like, whereas Ryuk has this very like he has this sense of he doesn't like what's happening in the Shinigami world. It's boring. It's nothing. It's so monotonous and stupid, and I don't get it. Want something fun. And when him and Rem are introduced, and I think it's a big strength of the musical that Rem and Ryuk are introduced at the same time, because you can kind of contrast their viewpoints. Where Ryuk is like, oh, I don't want to, we're not supposed to meddle, but like, wouldn't it be fun to? Wouldn't it be fun to just fuck around and meddle with some stuff? And like, Rem is like, no, we shouldn't interfere. There's nothing to be gained from here. These people are interesting. They're cool, I guess, but not to the point where I want to like be involved with any of them. I wouldn't want to get involved in any of that. But once, the stuff with Jealous happens, and Misa gets Jealous's Death Note, and Rem comes down to kind of act as her guide, she obviously starts to go, wait, hang on, wait, shit, wait, this girl, damn, okay, hang on, wait. And that kind of, you see the beginnings of it in their first scene where they're saying mortals and fools together. Where like Rem is so soft with her. she is so soft with her to an incredible degree, and it makes me cry every damn time. And the way that like Misa's devotion to Kira and Rem's devotion to Misa like clash up against each other. It's so good. But another of my favorite things about this show, and I'm going to get into the ending now, is that it centers the ending on Rem and Misa. Rem and Misa's relationship is the catalyst that ends the show. Because, you know, you have the scene at the college, you have the tennis match, you have Misa coming to visit Light, and then Elle takes her phone, and she gets captured by the investigation team. We get borrowed time and stuff. But it is that decision for Rem to like convince Misa to give up the Death Note and give up her memories and everything that again sparks the ending of the show, because Rem sings this incredible ballad that in English is called When Love Comes, where it's sort of, again, it's a culmination of everything that Rem's gone through in the entire show leading up to that point, where she starts it going like, this whole love thing that humans have going on is crazy. It's stupid. I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. And then she gets devoted to this girl and goes like, oh, fuck. No, I get it, actually. No, I understand. Like, the lyrics in Mortals and Fools, where it's like, love makes you break all the rules, and then in the end, Rem breaks the rule of prolonging a human's life to save Misa. Just like Jealous did. She knows what it does. She knows what that does to someone. She's seen it happen. But she does it anyway because she loves this girl so fucking much. And it's incredible. So the way the ending goes down is Misa gets captured. She sings her song. Rem convinces her to give up the Death Note. And Misa loses her memories. And Rem goes to Light, like she does in the manga and the anime and everything. And in this, she's broken. She is absolutely destroyed by that. And it's just like, Misa doesn't remember anything. She doesn't remember me. She doesn't remember the Death Note. She doesn't remember, she doesn't remember you being Kira. She just remembers that she loves you. And that, she knows that if anything were to happen to Light, then that would destroy Misa. But she also knows that Misa won't give up anything about the Kira case. So the only way that she can make sure that Misa lives and gets to move on is by killing Elle. But Light, being the fucking manipulative freak of nature that he is like, no, that's not enough. Because we also need to clear my name. Because if I get put away, if I get executed for being Kira, then that will mean that will destroy Misa as well. So Light concocts an entire scenario for Rem to write down in her Death Note to make sure that Elle dies in the exact way that will clear Light's name. And it culminates in a final confrontation in a warehouse between Light and L, where L, who is compelled by the Death Note, he's being controlled. There's a line in one of the final song in the concept album where L remarks about how he feels like it's a normal day. He's woken up and he's like, it's a normal day. It still feels fine, but I feel as though I'm going through the motions. I feel as though I'm on like an actor on a stage, like moving through things that I've rehearsed a million times. Every movement is almost too perfect, too calculated. He invites Light to a warehouse where the two of them, or he pulls a gun on him and is like, "You're going to admit to everyone that you're Kira." And Light's like, reveals the Death Note to him, shows him Ryuk, and is like, "It's too late. I've already won. I know what's going to happen now because I've already planned it exactly to the letter." And it all leads to L shooting himself in the head, and then Light celebrating and being like, "Oh, okay, cool. I can go to the investigation team now and say that L was trying to like threatened me, and said that he would kill me if I like did anything." And it was such a clean break. And then Ryuk's like, "Okay, that's great. You won. L's gone. No more chase. That means we're just going to go back to you writing names in the notebook and waiting until someone dies, and then writing and waiting and writing and waiting and writing and waiting. I don't want to go back to that. That's exactly the type of shit that we were doing in the Shinigami world. I don't want to go back to that. I'm done with this. I told you at the beginning I would be the one to write your name in the Death Note. That's the deal made between a human and a Shinigami. That's the choice you've made. Bye." And starts writing Light's name. Light is distraught. He sings a tearful and desperate reprise of Hurricane. And again, Kakizawa delivers this in an incredible way, because his usual, like, and this is another reason why I prefer Kakizawa, is that his kind of very neatly potted hair, his hairstyle is like, again, gives that kind of nice, charming young man vibe. But when Ryuk is writing his name in the Death Note and he goes fucking ballistic, it's everywhere. It's wild. He truly like loses his composure in a major way. And yeah, it's so good. And another reason again why I feel Sayu is necessary is when at the end of the show you see Light and L's bodies are just on the ground, and Sayu and Suichiro come on stage. They see their son, and like Suichiro sees his son, Sayu sees her big brother, and she just collapses crying. Suichiro tries to stay like stoic about it, but you can tell he's losing it a bit. And that final lament is really good. I highly recommend everyone go watch it themselves, because I cannot do it justice just by describing it. But yeah, Misa and Rem are so fucking good in this show. They're incredible. Death Note the Musical is not Death Note the Musical without these two. I kind of already gave my final thoughts actually. But the all in all, this show is a really, really good, like, brief encapsulation of Death Note in, again, a really, really cool way. The way that the show, like, utilizes the kind of turnstile in the center of the stage is really good. Using it as like a scene transition, by using it to like facilitate scene transitions. It utilizes rear projection really, really well. Where like when someone is writing down a name, it'll have that name rear projected on the back of the stage. It also does, there's some elements that like kind of very, very gently update it a little bit to kind of happen more in the age of social media, where one of the ways that Light finds the name of someone is that he just like looks their name up on social media, finds their partner, and then that's how he finds their name. Because their partner is very like open and stuff online, and that's like a very cool little detail that you just couldn't do in like 2003 or 2004 when the original manga was published. That's only a thing you could do in like 2015 and further. But yeah, and that's it. But wait,
Wait.
hold on.
Hold on.
There's been an update. If I can get to the next slide. For some reason I made this video full screen on the slide. So 1 second.
It was a fake out. The
Dumbass.
final thoughts was a fake out.
I'm silly. There is going to be a new English language production in London that is currently in development that was alluded to in 2024, where during the run of Your Lie in April, where Frank Wildhorn said that that Death Note, Your Lie in April, and potentially Fist of the North Star as well could receive full productions in the UK. That would be followed shortly thereafter by a New York run. This is that UK production. So in the next couple years or so, we could very much see a like full Broadway production of Death Note. And I'm so fucking excited for that. And that's it, actually, this time. Thanks for listening.
Was thought spelt wrong on purpose for that fake out?
Yes.
Because I was about to comment on that when you were like, wait, what's this? And I was like, oh.
Yeah. I added that slide very, very last minute because I was like, wait, hang on. I need to have a buffer. But yeah, I really, really like Death Note the musical. It's really good. Everyone go watch it.
I didn't know it's such bops.
It's good. I'll send the whole playlist of the concept album in chat in a little bit. But yeah, it's good.
If they add the only good Death Note character, Mello, I will.
No, Mellow's not in it, unfortunately.
Oh.
It has Rem. It has Rem.
I've never seen Death Note.
Good news, you don't need to watch the musical. Yeah. I do that together very, very last minute because I'm bad at getting my shit done on time.
That's so fair. Cause me too.
Yeah. Marie, you gonna give yours? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say. Here we go.
Yeah, okay.
K-pop demon hunter.
I guess you could say it's my moment.
That means nothing to.
Well, you're about to have a hell of a fucking time now, Ocean. Okay, motherfuckers. I've been working on this too hard for too long, and it's time for me to have some fucking catharsis. Welcome to the K-pop Demon Hunter fandom's obsession with the Omegaverse.
I forgot you were doing this.
And
I...
why it's kind of a feminist slay?
I'm gonna kill myself.
You can't let Kim talk about Death Note, the musical, for an hour. Not let me talk about KPDH for 3 seconds.
I think you were like so loud then that it just wasn't coming through your mic for Discord.
Rude ass. Very rude. Death and destruction and woe be upon thee. Anyway. Yes, the K-pop Demon Hunter fandom's obsession with the Omegaverse, and specifically why it is kind of a feminist slay. So, I hate to have to be the one to talk to you about this, just as much as I know you are probably immediately fed up with me. Just no, just stay and listen. No, you don't want to. You don't want to listen to this. Well, that's too fucking bad. Now, allow me to step upon my soapbox and begin. So, what is the Omegaverse? It is a subgenre of speculative erotic fiction.
I am gnawing on my arm.
I'm a little scared, to be honest.
I'm so excited for this. She's been talking about this for months.
It is a subgenre of speculative erotic fiction, one in which it is usually an alternate universe that establishes a dominance hierarchy, specifically based upon the famously disproven wolf myth, but with, like, human people? This specific hierarchy determines how people within this setting interact with one another in day-to-day life, romantic situations, including erotic and sexual contexts. That's just part of it. Mind your business. Everybody tends to know the main factor of it being ABO, or alpha, beta, and omega. So, in this hierarchy, stereotypically, each denomination fits a certain stereotype. You have your dominant alphas, your neutral betas, and your submissive omegas. I made this. Leave me alone. So, alphas. They're typically seen as incredibly dominant, not even just like in a spicy manner, but specifically socially and sometimes just genetically, physically, biologically. They're seen as leaders, physically strong. They like tend to have like a short, like there's the good alphas that aren't this, and then there's the bad alphas that are like short-tempered and hot-headed and are the bad ones, which is why the omegas need to choose the good ones, because they're not like that. Then you have betas. They're usually just some guy. They tend to just kind of be like regular human beings, if they're even represented or talked about at all within the confines of the Omegaverse. Either that, or they tend to have some sort of blend or mix of either of the other two traits. Or sometimes, if people are creative or unique, they have their own traits that are given to them in that setting. And then you have your Omega, the submissive and breedable, gentle. Yes, we're going over that. Calm and calming, they're the peacemaker. So they're the woman. So, I'd love to talk to you about some examples of canon Omegaverse. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that in most practices of the Omegaverse, right? It's tends to be an AU, an alternate universe within fan fiction realm and erotica, right? There are some instances where this is like for realsies. So, one of the craziest one that I've come across in my just like day to day as I keep up with anime seasonally is Tadaima Okaeri or Welcome Home. It is a BL manga that has apparently been going on in an Omegaverse anthology since 2015. And it's basically Omegas get oppressed. Homophobia doesn't exist in this setting, but Omega suppressancy does exist for some reason. It's neo misogyny. In the East, the entries for this tend to be varying between manga, manhwa, and webtoons, typically. And they are almost always / yaoi, BL, yada, yada, yada. One of the most recent examples that I've come across is a 2025 entry to the K-drama genre called ABO Desire. This one, I did not watch this, and I will not watch this. I'm not here to watch two twinks. But the IMDb page gives the description. This is all I could find on this, by the way. In the near future, a virus has changed the sexual structure of humans, giving birth to a unique ABO system. So basically, COVID gave everybody Omegaverse.
Damn.
Like, so basically, the
COVID made them
Omegaverse,
click.
the Omegaverse is long COVID in this setting.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Moving on, we have our Western titles, and it's kind of a fucking hellscape out here. Very famously, to me specifically, right? I don't think you guys would know about these in your in the typical circle of life. But you have bullshit like Fated to My Forbidden Alpha, The Alpha's Innocent Bride. You've seen it or you've seen of it?
I've seen of it.
Okay.
And I was gonna watch it at one point.
Do not do that. So,
no, I love that shit. You don't understand. It's like my little guilty pleasure.
I think I've seen part of it on TikTok.
So
Exactly,
I was gonna say,
the
one of these is a TikTok sitcom. Sitcom drama novella type thing. The other one is on an independent streaming service that is more expensive to watch episodes of this than it is to just use a streaming service for a month.
Oh, God.
I hate it here. So moving along to the only other like form of this shit that I could find. Novels. So there's yeah, looking through good things alone.
I'll recognize those.
So you have your hetero Omegaverse, which is pretty rare, right? This all just looks like slop to me, I'm gonna be for real. It could not be. I could be judging by the cover. I feel like I'm within my rights too, because look. And then you have your gay dude Omegaverse, which immediately, the fact that these have hundreds of books, and then if you notice the middle right, where it is specifically Eastern titles, it's over double the amount of the other ones in some instances. And it's like, okay, you guys like your gay werewolf erotica, right? There's more. Yeah, there's more. This is all I could find for Sapphic Omegaverse published in the West. There has to be more, but look, if you notice something here, these are all by 2 authors.
Yeah.
Miss Luther and Miss X, you are carrying, your backs must hurt from carrying the genre. I can't say I'm ever gonna read your works, but I admire the chutzpah. Because other than that, that is literally it for the West. Okay? So, where does that leave me? Welcome me in my hubris-riddled rabbit hole tunneling. So, the Omegaverse and fandom, specifically in the realm of fanfiction. Whee! So, we're gonna have a little history lesson on the Omegaverse. You're so welcome. I'm so glad you all love being my friends.
Thank you.
So, the associated tropes observed within, the containment of the Omegaverse, typical Omegaverse-related tropes and factors, have been noticed in and notarized since as early as the 1960s, specifically kicking off with the concept of mating and heat cycles amongst humanoid species, popularized by Star Trek Season 2, Episode 1, Amok Time, originally aired in 1967. It's their fault. It is their fault. This is referring to Ponfar, a Vulcan mating cycle, which, frankly, it's a fuck or die fanfic trope also as well. So it's basically, it introduces the concept. A lot of Omegaverse writers have adapted that specific element as well, where, oh no, it's erotica. If they don't have gay sex, they'll die. Oh no. Continuing on, renowned author Ursula K. Le Guin of Earthsea fame published a novel in 1969 called The Left Hand of Darkness, this fucking thing, where it details an extraterrestrial androgynous world where hermaphroditic characters have these mating cycles called Kemer. So, flashing forward a bit, animal transformations, and specifically werewolves and that sort of brand, was starting to become more and more popularized throughout the 90s and the early 2000s. With series such as Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Twilight, Teen Wolf, and more, bestiality or monster fucking or teratophilia kinks were growing in popularity and prevalence. It's their fault. But the genre itself remained very ambiguous, pretty obscure up until the 2010s, within the last 15 years or so, as a again form of speculative subgenre of erotic/fan fiction. This was, melded together from a fusion of these werewolf, teratophilia, and including the concept of mpreg subgenres of yaoi fujoshi nonsense. You are welcome for censoring the werewolf mpreg. You're welcome for censoring werewolf mpreg. So aside from Star Trek, Supernatural was another big feature of early Omegaverse works, typically featuring slash of Sam and Dean, portrayed by Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki, and you just know he's a huge fan of that. This was overtaken when Castiel or Misha Collins joined the cast, but they're brothers. It's concerning to me, but okay.
It's their fault.
So, why is the Omegaverse and slash in general kind of a misogynistic? Right? Okay. Yes. Yes, misogynistic. We hate women. So, it is a known problem that in fandom spaces especially where female characters are prevalent in any way, shape, or form, especially and specifically within the context of shipping and relationships, are tossed aside and thrown into the ditch. They are banished to the dark zone, the shadow realm, in favor of male counterparts, explicitly when it is to place them with another male character. This is bullshit. And it's making me angry, okay? So, especially, and if you look at any fic collection of a fandom, pretty much any, it's very, very, very common. You will see / ships beating out and dominating over Yuri or heterosexual ships, even when or if the cast are majority female. Allow me a quick side tangent as I lose my ever-loving mind. So, Project Sekai. Colorful stage featuring Hatsune Miku. It is a rhythm gacha game. And this shit makes me lose my mind. So, within the cast of Project Sekai, there are 20 regular cast members. There are 5 groups made up of 20 characters. I don't know why Mizuki wasn't included in this graphic, so there she is. I threw her in for you. You're welcome.
Hey, she's here.
So there are 20 normal people and 6 Vocaloids, referred to as virtual singers. Ask Sega. I don't know. Okay? So out of all of these characters, out of the 20, there are 4 dudes, and out of the 6, there are 2 dudes. If you notice on the bottom graphic, there is 1 male character out of all of the group's leader characters. This amount, right? Okay. Statistics! Yay! There are almost 35,000 works of fan fiction for Project Sekai Colorful Stage on Archive of Our Own. Up the top...
Oh my god.
Thank you! Up the top ship is Kamishiro Rui and Tsukasa Tenma, with over 7,000 entries, with the runner-up being Aoyogi Toya and Shinonome Akito, with over 5,000. The next most popular ship, which is a femme/ship, is Akiyama Mizuki and Shinonome Ena, who have less than half of the top ship, which are 2 dudes out of 26 characters.
The gap between number 2 and number 3 being 2,000?
Yeah. And Mizu Ena is fairly famous amongst the circles that I traverse in. So, that being 36 to 37% of all Prosecca fanfics being MLM. For these 4! It's these 4 dudes!
I mean, they look like they would.
Yeah, that's not the point. Yeah, I guess. I know. I'm still allowed to be mad. I'm still allowed to be crazy. Okay. More statistics. So, there are many ways that the Omegaverse gets tagged on AO3. The 2 main ones being Omegaverse. Do not ask me why. It is in multiple words, because I don't know why. And then the other one, vastly more, being ABO or Alpha Beta Omega Dynamics. In Omegaverse, there are about 50,000 works under Yaoi, MLM, whatever ships. The next category are hetero ships at almost $8,000. And then above lesbians is whatever. Above lesbians is whatever. and then you drop to
Weird.
under 5K out of 59,000 works, which is made even worse with the bigger sample size. The data shows that it follows pretty much the same pattern, but again, it's the jump from over 200,000 entries to only 35,000 for straight ships. I did math for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So, breaking this down even further, this isn't really as important. I just think it's weird, okay? So, in the Omegaverse, these are the top pairings that present themselves in this tag. The top one being the two minors from Boku no Hero Academia,
Yeah.
followed by Castiel and Dean Winchester of Supernatural, followed by a lot of BTS. Like a lot of BTS, and then you have Harry and Louis from One Direction. I don't know. Top fandom amongst Omegaverse with 20,000 fics alone is BTS. Followed by Boku no Hero, followed by Supernatural, Marvel. The rest of this is Fujoshi fodder, okay? Again, the fact that Jungkook famously reincarnated from Princess Diana is the top tagged character. He's a real man. He is a real man, and he is the top tagged character.
That's a real guy.
Like, mind you, I would like us to note something as well. You have real man from BTS, real man from BTS. I would fucking hate to be the one member of BTS who is valued under OCs. Just barely above Bakugo from Boku no Hero Academia. Jungkook himself makes up for over 5 to 6% of all Omegaverse fic.
That's insane.
Crazier, BTS makes up roughly 5 to 8%. Would you like to know what I'm about to compare this to?
What are you about to compare this to?
The entirety of lesbians.
Yeah. Lesbians from every fandom match up almost exactly to the fucking one fandom. And it's BTS.
Yep. Exactly. That's exactly where I was going with that.
Myself.
This is what it does to you. So, I made some graphs because, I feel like a little visual helps. The blue blocks are overwhelming.
Yeah.
Disgusting, nasty, but like, we love yaoi. We love yaoi. So why about K-pop Demon Hunters?
I'm scared now.
Yay! So, K-pop Demon Hunters. Insert short pause. Okay. Yeah, these three, they're a K-pop group, and they're Demon Hunters. And the one in the middle is a half demon, and they win. Okay, so it became a smash sensation. It was published? No. It was released on Netflix June or July this year. I think it was June. Immediate smash sensation. It became the most watched original title in all of Netflix history. At the time, 300-ish million views. I'm pretty sure it's closer to 400 million now. We love to see them winning. We love to see it.
Yeah.
The soundtrack alone was platinum certified last month and is the first film soundtrack on the Billboard Hot 100 to have 4 of its songs in the top 10. Not to mention, the Grammy Award nominations, whatever, but it's literally been beating out Taylor fucking Swift for ages.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Golden and whatever Ophelia, I don't know, I'm not a Swiftie. I just know that they have been like bumping each other up and down. Like the song from the Taylor Swift album and Golden are basically having gay sex on top of the chart, okay? And you know what? I love it. I love that one the thing I'm super obsessed with has become huge. And this means a lot as a shipper and fanfiction enjoyer. So, what is polytrix? And why does it matter so much? Okay. So, as a lesbian, as a poly-lesbian, so these are our main girls. This is Rumi. This is Mira. This is Zoe. I'm like them very much. And together, they make polytrix.
You're crazy for this one.
So, polytrix. Marie, that's just a bunch of fan art. That's just speculation. That's just fan art. Wrong. Incorrect. You think I would only just put fucking fan art and call it a day? Like I'm irresponsible? No. This is from the movie. Look at the way these women interact with each other, look at each other, are dorks with each other, and support each other. You think I just added these? No! More polytrix be upon me! Look at them! Look at the I could have even included more of the singing actresses and the voice actresses being characteristically suspect. Okay? There's reasons why people see gay context amongst these characters in this movie. Oh. But I'm biased. Maybe so. But why are other sapphics also obsessed with KPDH? The queer allegories. First of all, the amount of closeted allegories that have resonated with people in terms of Rumi being a closeted half demon alone, specifically the possible allegory of her being trans femme. She's constantly told to cover up her body, hide herself. Her guardian tells her that she's in danger if she reveals the truth. There's reasons. There's also a lot of bisexual colorations. There's the Rumi bisexual pride eyeliner. There's the fact that the three bitches are purple, pink, and blue. It writes itself. And sure, it could just be close female friendships and relationships. We need those. Those are important. What if, what if other, though? What if historians called them besties and roommates? They do live with each other. And also, why polyamory? One, I said so. Two, they're a trio. They mustn't be separated. I mean it. Don't fucking, at any cost, I mean it! Don't fucking separate them at any and all costs. They must be kept together. The vibes are off if one of them goes missing. I don't make the rules. There's also the fact that, the whole Hanmun chooses the hunters and blah, 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 blah. A lot of people have equated this to the three of them being celestial, destiny-appointed soulmates of some sort. I say this very dismissively as if I don't find that romantic and interesting as hell. So, again, Marie, isn't this just you being gay and poly? Isn't this just a you problem? Ding dong, you got that wrong, motherfuckers. It's not just me. Very limited amount of examples. I didn't have all day to figure out who all in the world thinks that polytrix are gay. But even just, yes, and sure, Tumblr is the gay, lesbian, idiot website for the most part, right? Sure. Of course, a bunch of these people are gonna vote, yes, I ship it on polytrix, right? But there's also just the fact that other people are noting the gay allegories, other people are picking up on the vibes. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, and it is not just me. So going back to Archive of Our Own, within a few months, and mind you, these are old numbers, I physically cannot keep up with the rate at which the KPDH fandom updates the AO3 tag. I can't even keep up with the Polytrix tag. This was from a couple days ago. They are up to 5K now. It's never fucking ending. And the fact that almost immediately, the one straight ship that many people consider to be canon is blown out of the fucking water. Not just by 2 of these bitches being gay, not just by 2 of the other bitches being gay, but by all 3 of them in a poly-lesbian cule being more popular than the straight ship. That was the focus of the movie. I mean, we love to see it. So, fun little bit here. So, there are people who are crazier than I am and keep track of who the most popular poly ships are on all of AO3. My arch nemesis, BTS, is back. And the ship tag for them alone, for the entire band, was 4,801, with Polytrix boosting all the way up to the number 3 spot on all of Archive of Our Own, beating out Amphibia, which is the only other female-led polycule, only sapphic polycule on this chart, not even in the top 10. According to literally last month, a month ago now, according to a post made by Mostly Milkwood on Tumblr, thank you for all of your hard work and dedication to keeping me updated on my feed. If Polytrix were to get around 700 more fics, not only would they become the biggest poly ship on all of Archive of Our Own, but would do so by dethroning another K-pop boy band. Wait, this was from like a couple weeks after that, where the fix jumped up even further, narrowing the distance. So I guess we'll just have to, wait and see. I'm kidding, there's an update. As of literally yesterday, Polytrix became the top polyamorous ship on all of Archive of Our Own. Whee! So, they are at the number 1 spot. They just literally were 1 fic above BTS at this point, but that is crazy. Again, and we're talking, they went from like a couple months jumping up to the 3rd spot to a month and jumping up to the number 1 spot, beating out the most popular tagged shit on Archive of Our Own. Fuck these guys. They don't matter anymore. It's all Polytrix. Polytrix supremacy. So back to the Omegaverse. I know. I'm sorry, man. I know. We'll get through this together. It's almost over. I promise. We'll be so strong. More statistics. So specifically applying the Omegaverse to K-pop demon hunters. I had to include this. This is such a good picture. So, it's not going to sound like a lot, especially when going over all the numbers we've gone over previously. However, I just could not help but notice that not only is the Omegaverse really, really popular amongst K-pop Demon Hunter fans and the AO3 tag itself, it's definitely over 300 at this point. I was like, every time I would scroll through, I'd see a lot of Omegaverse. And when you tend to scroll through fandoms, at the very least the ones I do, because I'm not a Fujoshi and I don't partake in that bullshit, sorry to Fujoshis, Omegaverse doesn't really pop up all that much. So for it to pop up a lot, specifically, again, with Polytrix being the main focus, I had to take notice of that. This happened to me. This was not something I sought out. So why is the Omegaverse more interesting when women? Oh, no. That's part of it. Get out of here. No, that's not all of it. So one, the sub-dom elements are really actually more about the kink and societal dynamics than it is about like any sort of overpowering and subjugating that tend to happen in most slash fics. Again, a lot of slash fic portrays the Omega specifically as woman man who is biologically a woman. So we're going to be misogynistic towards Omegas, but not towards women, I guess. It's stupid. It takes out the whole, like, who's the man and who's the woman we replaced with the man. And the way I've seen it done in femships is way more interesting than any of that shit. Yes, that is a factor. Thank you, Haley Kyoko. So, women, specifically sapphic women, have been forced to view themselves as predatory when dealing with their attraction in general, but specifically to other women. Leaning into this sort of bestial, animalistic side is frankly hot as hell, but it can also be kind of healing and empowering, especially for dominant women into kink who've been shamed for, you know, feeling and viewing people like a man would. It's a fun exploration of that. I've also seen a lot more interesting OBA dynamics, especially and specifically within the context of there being a polycule. So most Omegaverse equals submissive Omega and dominant Alpha. That's the dynamic, tale as old as time, Beauty and the Beast, blah blah blah. Throw a beta in there every once in a while to be spicy, I guess, or the opposite of spicy. First of all, most people write polytricks as switches in general, which I think is kind of funny. Like, no one is in full and utter agreement on what these bitches do, and I love that for them. Stay mysterious, girls. Like, nobody needs to know. Except for me. I want to know. I would like to know, personally, but that's just me, for my fanfiction writing purposes. So I'll make it up on my own, like everyone does. So, I've seen fics where there's 2 Omegas and an Alpha. I've seen fics where there's 2 Alphas and an Omega. I've seen them where they're all Omegas. I've seen it where they're all Alphas. I've even seen double Omegas as the older and dominant figures as sugar mamas with a singular Alpha as a younger, smaller sugar baby. I've also seen a lot of pre-established with the pre-existing usual no-no dynamics, adding on the other one as a third. Interesting. It's all for funsies. It doesn't matter. None of this matters, except to me. I find it very important. Because I'm a gay little goblin. So everyone say thank you to Huntrix, and to Polytrix fan writers, and to Ray Ami, who's specifically harassing all of them on Twitter and Tumblr. We love that for them. They're braver than any US Marine. So, following my presentation, the catharsis thus sets in, and I'm left to be haunted by my research, and to have implored that onto you. Thank you.
That was one of the most you things I've ever seen.
Yeah. That was so good.
Fucking wild.
I'm glad that it seemed to hit every time I hit you with another switch 'em up. Every once in a while,
give it like a day or two, and I'm gonna be posting. Here's my favorite slides from Marie-Meowmeows' little K-pop Demon Hunters Omega first presentation.
Well, there you go. Yeah, Kim, you've got to just like post your favorite slides from all of our ones for your favorite.
Yeah, of course.
Just because, like, I was sitting there, like, while I was researching it and, like, putting the slides together, outlining them, and I was like, I forgot that this was about the Omegaverse. I forgot this was about K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm back to forgetting that this was about the Omegaverse. And now for 10 minutes, it's going to be about Project Sekai.
The Project Sekai fucking side tangent was like, I feel that was needed.
Top 10 valid crash outs for me.
Absolutely.
Because what do you mean? What do you mean 4 twinks out of a cast of 20 get almost 40% of the fandom's attention? Fuck you!
Fuck you, I'm gonna kill you for real, in real life, with a gun!
I do think my favorite is still Censored Mpreg Werewolf.
Censored Mpreg Werewolf was
yeah,
really
that
good.
didn't need to be there.
No, it did!
I think that was incredibly required and needed. It was very illustrative of the point you were trying to get across, which was that werewolves would be getting empregged.
Yep. I edited that for y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, it just had full hog out. Oh.
Yeah, full hog.
Aw, you don't know how Omegaverse biology works.
I don't want to.
Hey, I could have gone into it. I didn't. You're welcome. That's not what it was about.
Yeah.
But no, it was full Mpreg werewolf lab.
Damn.
Which,
That's crazy.
you know,
Yeah.
I say let him.
Freaking let him.
know.
Unfortunately, TOS would probably disagree with me for showing full hog or labe. But I had to give the people what they wanted, which was heavily pregnant werewolves.
That's not what we wanted.
I didn't call you the
Speak for
people.
yourself.
No, I put it there because it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
The visceral reactions at the first slide.
I've been so
Look.
excited to see it. I'm it's everything I could have expected and wanted and more.
It was a roller coaster ride that I wasn't expecting anything.
It was either that. I had a couple topics I was also choosing between. Because it was either that or warrior cats.
Oh, I could have fucking.
Which
Oh,
I fully intend on rereading and catching up with the Warrior Cat series. I do think at some point, if we ever do this again, I would like to do a presentation on the Aaron Hunter Collective.
We should for sure do this again. Actually, this was a lot of fun.
depends on if you want more love or more hate from my rants, because I can do both.
Yeah, I'm thinking for the next one, it's either going to be Warrior Cats, including something on the Aaron Hunter Collective, or I'm going in full hatred mode, like full Love Live deluge.
I'd like to see you do full hatred mode.
I would do, because like I was gonna say like my full hatred unleashed against Love Live Sunshine and all subsequent following installations of Love Live. But I do love my girls. I love my original girls so much.
Yeah.
It's a shame what they did to my daughters, who at the time were my girlfriends because I was also 15. It's gross. That's growth. That's character development.
My girlfriends who I later adopted in later in life.
This is, it's the only...
That made it sound really weird.
It's the only answer to immortality. I was a Love Live fan.
What happened?
I became a fan of Love Live in 2010. Before that shit hadn't even aired yet. Those were MVs posted onto YouTube. I was like 15 when the original anime came out, so I was the same age as the youngest characters. And now I am here at the age that I am.
I feel like I've just run a marathon.
Everyone give a special thank you to my one of my besties, Ariana, for letting me playtest this against her. Because she definitely knew less about the Omegaverse than these guys did going into it. Even though it's funny because she had literally read that novel by Ursula Le Guin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't know Ursula was like freaky with it. Good for her. All right, it's almost 11 p.m., so I think it's fair to call stream. Thank you to all the people who showed up at points. I genuinely was not expecting that, and also was not expecting there to still be a decent number of people. So thank you, and I was gonna say I'm sorry, but I'm not, because that's just what...
No, you're not.
I'm not
sorry either.
No. That's just what this is. So, thank you for subjecting yourselves to that, and I'll try to get more regular stream stuff out there soon. It's just been a bitch shit week from hell. So, unfortunately, being a gay little goober on the internet didn't take precedence over that, but I'm hoping to change that soon. Anyway, bye chat, bye stream.
Bye, chat.
Bye, chat, bye, stream.
Bye.